5.
It's critical.
That's even worse.
Family Guy.
You missed out on some sick stuff. You got the live audience got. So watch us on Twitch live on Fridays, AEST, like 8 p.m. ish. Most nights.
No, on Fridays.
Most nights on Fridays.
Most nights. we're live every night, guys.
I wish.
D&D every day.
But still engage with the channel every night by going to the past broadcasts, clicking on them, and like just typing stuff in so that they get us.
Like, comment.
Like, comment,
Lucky,
subscribe.
hit the bell.
Why don't you do that? Why are you putting this burden on our audience?
Because they can fuck themselves.
They're
That's
not gonna watch it if you keep insulting the audience.
No, they're dirty. They like it.
I think we should play D&D. I think we
Add
should play
the
Yeah.
helpline in the description of the next YouTube video.
Oh my
helpline?
god.
The suicide helpline.
Why?
It's like, we hate you, we hate you.
This is going great.
That went so dark.
Hey Jack, what the
so
fuck?
quickly.
Evade your taxes, everybody, and bottle up your emotions. That's the Chronicle approved message.
No.
Links in the description include the suicide help.
Was that too far?
That was pretty fun.
Diamond! Alright then, let's get on to this.
Oh my god.
Continuing on their journey to the crossroads, the party encountered numerous things. Some wild mushrooms, perturbing diamonds, and Zeph met a new voice in their head, and perhaps a new ally against the cult. Finally arriving at the city, the party found a city divided in two. Making their way through the slums and into the city, they encountered the Church of Hickories and his overly friendly followers. Guided to the Church of Haluva by Ray Walker Peter, the party gathered some information and agreed to meet for dinner at the Wayfarer's table, with the session finishing on Lynn lying eyes on her partner Melian for the first time in a month.
Awesome.
Hi.
Hey. Shouldn't say that. I think I got the hint that it was my cue.
Whoa, Ethel's back. Whoa, whoa.
Whoa, Ethel's right there.
Oh yeah, that's probably a good thing to start with.
Yes.
What are you two going to be doing, like, in this like bit where the party has decided to
Well-
just run off in a city by themselves?
I would like to
Oh.
preface this by saying I think it's a terrible idea to send Lynn
You get to
by
choose.
herself, so therefore I'm gonna linger in like outside in the,
So you're going to be like downstairs
Massive
outside like the
building.
apartment.
in the hallway
Yeah.
while that's happening.
Are you going to be in the corridor or are you going to be in the tavern like under the apartments?
Tavern, sure,
It's called the Wade Anchor.
sure. Okay. Oh,
Yep,
Oh, cool.
There we go.
It's called the Wade
I'm
Anchor
hanging out in the
Tavern.
tavern. That's what
The
I'm doing.
Wade Anchor.
Swap the
Yeah.
first letters of those two words.
Well, this is going to be a great episode. All right then. But
What's the first word
Where's
then?
Ethel?
Like the
Alright.
second one I
Yeah, what's Ethel
understand.
at?
Where's Ethel at?
where is Ethel at? What is Ethel doing? You party split up.
What?
Yeah, we all split.
So let's go. Well, let's go through what everyone's doing. You're meeting your girlfriend. You're in the tavern underneath Lynn's girlfriend.
Oh, no.
You were going to a different tavern.
I was going to a different town.
You were going to which tavern was
The
it?
Traveller's Inn or whatever.
Traveller's Inn. That's right. You were going to.
Traveller's Inn.
You were going to Traveller's Inn.
Didn't you go to
No,
the-
you
No.
when you
No,
go
you go to the Temple of
Temple.
Somna.
Yeah,
Temple
we've
of
gone
Somna.
to the Temple of
Two
Somna.
Temple Somna. Traveller's Inn. Shams is going to.
Shams.
the inn
I'm
as
also
well.
going to the inn, yeah.
Traveller's Inn. And Ethel. What does Ethel want to do in the crossroads?
Run over someone. Kill them.
You can go to the inn to gather information and stuff like that, or just drink. You can go to a
Mine's really
temple.
focused
You
on-
can
Hey, I might go to the
On murder.
go to the Traveller's Inn as well.
Yeah,
Cool.
that sounds easy.
All right, I've everyone. All right.
Okay.
Let's start with
We're
where we
all
ended.
good?
Yeah.
Okay. Smelian is in front of me looking kind of distressed.
We're just
I-
rubbing her head.
Yeah,
over your
okay. I would
paperwork.
like to walk up to her and put my hand on her shoulder and be like, Melian? Yeah, I expected.
Hi, Pedro.
I'm back.
I got your letter.
Yeah, you did. That's really surprising, actually. The librarian said that there wouldn't be a chance that
Yeah.
you'd get that. Do you know why it came so fast?
No idea. Letter arrived for me.
Oh, that's awesome. Are you okay
It's just busy. A lot of planning going into this
with
festival.
the catering? With the catering and everything like that?
Oh yeah, no, it's fucking hectic. You've talked to those people, Hickories. They're too friendly.
I wasn't the one that talked to them. I actually came here with a group.
Group.
Yeah. A lot of stuff happened which delayed my journey.
Oh.
like a lot.
Hey, you all good? You look a bit shell-shocked.
We've met some interesting people. Some interesting people are hanging out with us. There are some good ones.
Just like nodding. Concerned look.
Yeah, but there are some that there's one that hears voices. It's not that awesome.
Huh.
It's quite stressful, honestly.
Sounds like it.
One of them is waiting downstairs as well. She came with me. Also, they were planning on going to a restaurant tonight, and they wanted you to come. So,
I would
do you
love to
have
meet
time to
your
come along?
friends.
Sure.
Friends. Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to. It'd be a nice little break.
And that way we can kind of explain everything that happened as well, because.
Has it been bad?
Oh my god.
And like stands up and gives you a bit of a hug.
There's a lot.
It's okay. It's okay.
Not even just the stuff that happened. The people here are also a lot too. Like, there's one that turned themselves into a sunflower and climbed up on the ceiling.
It's like, I'm sorry, what? Are you sure you're alright?
Yeah, two
I
of them.
remembered the spider thing. But sunflower.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah, two of them got really drunk and were dancing all around everywhere too.
They sound pretty fun.
Yeah, it was very loud. It was kind of horrible actually. Because I was just there and the barkeep was very disappointed with it.
I imagine that would be tough for you.
Yeah, and then. Yeah, the one that hears voices.
Wouldn't be tough for me.
Oh, I don't know how to help that one.
I'm sure you'll figure it out. You're good at those things.
Never mind.
Not this time. Not this time. I'm fucked. It's just been extremely stressful. I'm so glad that you're here, though. I was worried that something might have happened. These guys are kidding.
Yeah, you good?
Ovi.
I don't know. Jack and Ollie are dying.
You guys had a great time.
It started with what fucking Xander did.
What I did, what I do?
No, Xander.
Connor.
Oh,
Okay, I'm
so
sorry.
Alright.
Yeah, I thought something might have happened, so we tried to rush her as fast as possible.
Everything's been fine. Is there something wrong? Something gonna happen?
Yes,
Ah.
that's part of the bad stuff. But I'm really bad at explaining it, because it's really stressful to me. So, if you want, depending on how free you are right now, you can come speak to my friend. She's way better at telling how things are, because I don't really know. I'm just
I would love to meet your friend. Is one of
Yes,
the, Is this
actually.
the one that was on the roof or
No, she helped me deal with the one that was on the roof.
So she's been
You
like,
just left the room. That was
Helped me deal with it.
okay. I would love to meet your
good.
friend.
Awesome. Are you free now?
I can take a break.
Okay. Also, I grab her hand and we
Okay.
go down to
Oh Jesus Christ.
the.
Before you head down, hey there, Flo. What's your passive
Yo.
perception in that tavern?
Balls. What I have to say? Oh, no internet connection. Hang on.
My passive perception is enough to see balls everywhere. Wherever I look,
All I see are balls.
everywhere I look, it's just balls.
always bowling. Always bowling.
I'm tired of partying.
My passive perception is only 12. So
enough.
whatever you've got. Oh,
No, that's
I
enough.
was gonna say I probably don't
In
know.
one of the booths of the tavern, you notice a familiar figure tucked into a book.
The fuck?
Can you explain what you mean by that? Your metaphor is too loose. Are they on a page of the book or are they reading a book?
They're reading a book.
Cool. Could have been like someone famous on a
Do
book.
so I notice who they are.
Yeah, it is your younger sister.
That metaphor
I'm gonna make a beeline straight over there.
Hearing the clanking, she looks up. Flo, what are you doing here?
I was about to ask you the same question.
stuff happened.
I'm immediately gonna go in for a massive bear hug. Like,
You
I don't
know?
even get. I'm gonna push
Aw.
the table out of the
You
way.
like
just-
slap. She's like got like this like spell book. You just slap it out of her hand. And you like squeeze it. Like, I missed you too, big sister. Could you please break my ribs slightly less, please?
Okay, I'll lessen up. It has been so long.
Yes, it has been. I continue that investigation. You kind of left me with.
Well,
You
I
kind of
didn't.
just
I
stopped
didn't have a
focusing
choice.
on. You kind of just stopped focusing on it for a bit.
Well, see, I was coming to the crossroads to focus on it more, but obviously for certain reasons that we all are aware of, I couldn't do it in Aondra.
Fair. I got in a similar situation with the same investigation in Aondra.
You were exiled too,
Exile.
or you
more
left by
of-
choice.
Ran away before arrested is probably a better term. They didn't like me poking my nose where it didn't belong. They said I believe it was a charge of treason.
What did you do? You have to be careful.
I tried sneaking into the palace. They weren't happy with that.
You snuck into the palace.
It's quite fun actually until the guards
You
got
with
me.
your books and your notes, you snuck into a palace?
Yes.
I'm so glad you're coming away around to my way of things.
You were never very good at sneaking.
No, but you were
Like, pass
always
your
better at
chance.
you were always better at the books than I was too.
You were never much of a reader.
Listen, I have changed my tune. I mean, I had a lot of time on the sea to look over notes and to read a lot of books, and I think it in the not to be too sappy, but it made me feel a little bit closer to you.
I'm like, it's so sweet. I haven't picked up a sword, so I haven't said the same.
I think the world might end if you did pick up a sword. So I would thank you not.
It's still a bit heavy for me.
So you're continuing your investigation here then? Are there people that are looking for you? Do you-
Ah,
The same that are looking for me, I assume.
I mean, Mum's looking for me.
Shit.
Yeah. I don't think she's here, but apparently having a second daughter, destroying the family name or something was a bit more than she was happy with.
See, I resent that. I feel like we are not destroying the family name. I feel like she is by being a fucking bitch.
Fucking base.
She's like taking a second, just kind of like nods, just like it's a lot. Like, I mean, you're not wrong.
I usually am not. What can I say?
Fucking
Fair.
base, for real.
So do you expect her to come to find you then here in the crossroads?
I'm not sure whether she knows where I went. I just remember, we've both still got friends there. They sent me a few messages here and there, and I've got
I don't think I have any friends there from what I
you've plenty of your crew still speak very highly of you, at least the ones that remain.
They do?
A lot of your crew still quite fond of you. I don't really blame you for what happened. You know that, right?
Obviously not.
I suppose you didn't really get much of a chance to talk to them after the journey.
I assumed because of the
I'm quite grateful for
the
what
rat
you
that
did. You made quite
know?
a sacrifice for them.
well I think anybody in my position would do the same.
Clearly not, because you are exiled from the Imperio. I think you
Well,
might
I
be a
think-
better person than what you think you are.
Well, I've had a lot of time to think, and I've come to the conclusion that I don't regret what I did, but I regret that I obviously did not choose the right companions in my fleet. If there is a rat amongst them that is obviously spreading information to get us exiled about our investigation.
Things are very convoluted there. And at that moment, you watch as Lynn holding the hand of a drow elf with like a kind of white. What bob cut? Is that a bob cut? I don't know what the cut's called.
Sure.
The short haircut.
Short
around-
hair.
Oh, your partner.
Yeah.
A wolf cut. Isn't that like the shit that you see on TikTok? Everybody's like.
I don't really know how to describe it, but it's like a short kind of cut around there.
It's literally just a bob
A
cut,
long
like-
bob.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
lob.
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 With a lob cut.
She's on that Lord Farquaad shit.
Oh my god. No, it's shorter than Lord Farquaad.
Some of them look like
You
Lord
shorter than Lord
Farquaad.
Farquaad? She's tiny.
She's actually like.
Do you want to describe what Melanie looks like? I think you can do a better job than what I can.
Yeah, short white hair with a bun. Has the same kind of makeup style that Lynn does, except instead of black and white, it's just both white strips down her face. Wearing a dress and also has a cape with the kind of twilight effects that Lynn also has, and then on her right ear, matching with Lynn's left ear, matching earrings.
That's cute.
That's
I
very
love that.
cute. That's very wholesome.
Is it matching earrings or matching earring?
Earring, but like it's like a pair that matches with each other. They look the same.
That's adorable.
It's very cute.
They're the same, but different colors. But they're the same.
Cool. You watch them enter the tavern. You're enjoying conversation with your younger sister.
Flo,
Hello.
who's this?
This is my younger sister.
Oh my gosh, you have a younger sister.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Lucia.
Hi, I'm Lynn.
And your friend. Hi, I'm Melian.
Pleasure to meet you. I am Florian Swan. You can call me Flo.
Pleasure to meet you. Like reaches out like a hand, kind of gently.
I'm just obviously not one for, things that are done too delicately. I'm just gonna slap my hand in the bro shake.
Kind of like not prepared for the bro shake. She kind of like adjusts like awkwardly. It's like pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And offers a similar hand to your sister, who takes it in a more similar way, like a handshake mirroring the two.
Not the bro shake.
Not the bro shake.
I'm sorry, I am apparently uncivilized to some people.
You're not the worst that we've come across.
No, I think that would probably be Ricochet.
The sunflower one.
She
Oh,
looks
yeah,
a bit
yeah.
confused. Like,
We have lots to talk about, Lucy.
kind of nods.
I know.
I believe you said Lynn was telling me that you could tell me a bit more about what was going on.
I kept getting stressed every time I thought about it, so I thought it was best if you
Kind of
just
like
explained.
puts an arm around her. He was like, "It's okay, it's over now,
I
right?"
think it would have been best if you could have. I think it would have been best for you to explain.
Wait for
it.
the rustling to finish.
Sorry.
I'm hungry.
Hungry.
Well, can I look around the tavern? Is anybody... Do I think we're relatively secluded? Would I know if anybody would be able to eavesdrop on what we're talking about?
I mean, there's a bit of like throng here. It's full of like
Mhm.
sailors and stuff. It's very much sounds like a sailor-focused tavern. A lot of like
Okay.
traders and stuff coming through.
Do I see anybody else I recognize amongst the sailors?
Give me a perception check.
Ooh, where's my perception? Am I being stupid? 14.
You know what? You don't.
Okay.
Oh god, that's
Thank God. Thank God. I'm going to just gesture to them to sit across from us in the booth. So, I think it is best to keep our voices quiet, even though there is a bit of atmosphere to mask it, but essentially we found some letters in a temple that we think lead to... Okay, I'm going to... I still have the letters, don't I? Or do we... Okay. We didn't hand them over to...
I don't think you did.
I don't think we did
I
either.
didn't write it down, so I'm not quite sure.
So when we were on our travels here, fortunately Lynn and I were in the same caravan to get to the crossroads. We were stopped along the way by a kidnapping. We saw some some kind of green gas that we think is perhaps used by some of the similar people that might pose a threat to the festival here. We recovered these letters that
like there's a threat to the festival. I'm sorry, what?
let me just find the letters so I remember exactly what happened. Well, we explored a bit more in a series of temples about nearby bandits and people that we think might be experimenting on others.
Which temples of Chakra? I'm confused. It seems like something they would ruin.
It was Avion, right?
Yeah.
Well, you in a temple of Avion, but
There was a symbol
But there were symbols
of
of
Tashama.
Tashama.
In the temple?
no, it's, give me a second. Forgive me, dear. You might just have to remind me.
She's known as the Empress of the Void. She's not.
She's
Very-
like evil and shit.
Yeah.
That works. Evil. Yeah.
Fucking evil as
Yeah.
shit, bro.
In the temples of
Dude.
Avion.
Dude.
Just like a random temple or like
Um,
abandoned?
Sorry.
Yeah, they were abandoned.
Okay.
Except
my next
there
gang
were
outfit.
creatures that were
Fucking
apparently
soft, bro.
turned into creatures by knowledge there. So we have reason to believe that they were experimenting to create these kinds of creatures, or these creatures had some kind of knowledge that turned them that way.
Cool. Like 2 thumbs up. Wonderful. Like, have you
I
talked?
think we were just lucky that we were the last group to get experimented on. Then we just woke up and escaped before anything happened to us.
I
I
think
was
so
kidnapped.
too.
That explains why you were late. That explains a lot. Are you all right? Is this something we will have to talk about later?
I'm fine.
And it's like,
She's
oh,
not
give me a second.
You could roll like a 2 inside.
Oh yeah, cool.
And I am not fine.
Yeah. So like, we'll talk about this later.
I think the most pressing issue that we have is that we discovered these letters that detail a sort of preparation being made for this operation called Operation Sunfall. Can I insight to see if either of them know anything about?
Yeah, sure, you can incite both of you for love and NPCs. Who
Yes.
would make them villains?
I'm not sure about you, Lucky. I need to see what the T is. 19.
They both don't seem to have heard about it.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Alright.
Crisis averted. Never mind. In these letters, they seem to suggest that they've suppressed any news of their preparations getting to the crowns, which I assume are the merchant princes here. And I assume they might also be some sort of target for this lady who is perhaps requesting these experiments to be done. We think on behalf of Tashama. There certainly seem to be a lot of iconography for
It's just
Tashama,
to
at
kind of
least.
like mention of like the crowns and stuff. It's just like, I mean, not to be that sister again, but crowns plural. I mean, it's good that you thought of the merchant princes, but it could also, in theory, talk about Aondra and the 2 empresses. There's 2 of them, so plural crowns.
I did not think of that.
It could it's just a theory, that one, just from the crowns specifically. And obviously lady would female dominated society like the Imperio.
It would be like finding a needle in a haystack,
Yeah,
though,
so
to
it's
say
vague.
just the lady.
I mean, praise to them, vague code names is typically useful. But in terms of hiding
You-
people.
The only reason that I assumed first the crowns is because of Operation Sunfall, which I assume is related to
The festival.
festival?
Of the eclipse.
I mean,
would do.
it's like, I mean, it pairs quite well. I mean, high chance. I would suggest investigating further, but I mean, probably a good idea to give a warning to at least the temples and maybe the guards. From what I'm here, though, I'm not quite sure how much they would do.
Well, we have been advised by Captain Tansworth in Tallhill that apparently the port authority are perhaps the people to approach
They
about
are-
something like this.
I mean, they're probably the least corrupt of the guard forces here. None of them are perfect. place is far from perfect. It's just as though you're like, not the best city in the world. I give it that title. It's quite jarring, as I'm sure. I imagine someone like you were walking through, especially for that entrance. It's a bit shocking. It's a bit nicer coming from sea. You don't see quite the split.
Yes, the amount of people living in poverty here is quite distressing to see.
Very, very corrupt place. But I imagine you're just going to go through for this, filling in
Yeah,
your two beloved
Well,
NPCs
yeah.
about what's going on.
Yep,
Cool.
absolutely.
I'm going to leave it there. I'm just going to imagine you describe it all, and then I'm going to move on to... Let's go with people going to Temple of Summoner. Let's just see what you guys are going to do there. So you kind of leave, and because you guys walk past the temple on your way in,
Mhm.
you guys kind of walk back the way you came along this kind of main road. Kind of arriving at kind of a wooden building. It's open air kind of thing with. Give me a second, I got the exact name because I had to search up what they were. Fuck, there's too many things here. Oh, all right. So it's kind of a temple constructed of wood and open air temple. Trellises of plants make the walls with passion fruit bushes along them. Kind of this open, like not really having a door. It's just kind of open space. This kind of grass floored building with what appears to be a tree that has grown as to be like almost like a wooden statue of Solomon made of oak, kind of growing through the middle.
That's sick as. Is it busy? Particularly?
It looks somewhat busy. A lot of farmers going in and out.
Like it. What's kind of going on, or is it quiet, or is it
It's just normal
lively?
temple stuff. It's a lot of people going to pray and things.
Yeah.
Nothing like particularly out of the ordinary happening.
Yeah, I go walk up to the tree, I guess.
So you go up to the tree?
Yeah, is
Okay.
it
Yeah.
like is it? I'm assuming it's just
Yeah.
in the grass area.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Ricochet.
Grin.
Eckerche seems in a foul mood.
Ricochet, are you alright?
Eckerche is fine.
Do you not want to be here?
No, Eckerche is unbothered by the presence. It is fine. You came here to do something?
Well, yes. I came here to pray. Did you not?
Don't let me stop you. I will join you after.
If you're sure, I suppose I take the offer and I walk away, and go to the tree.
As you kind of like approach this tree, kind of something catches your eye just to the side of you in like a little alcove. There appears to be like a tiefling sitting there, with like this kind of wood skin. Little flowers kind of like beckons you over.
Like looks at me
Looks at you
specifically.
and beckons you over.
I can't do the whole like.
You've seen this tiefling before.
Oh.
It's that one.
Oh. Okay.
I thought you were about to get dealt drugs.
Yeah, I was like,
Hey, you wanted the cool
If you're gonna pick mushrooms, he's one.
I was like, okay. I walk
Cool.
over to the tiefling.
Yeah, it's just summoner.
Oh, I thought I was fucking
No.
losing my mind.
Yeah, it's just summoner. Like the fake kind of tiefling with
Okay.
wooden horns.
I still do the you looking at me, and then I walk over, and I kind of just,
Hi, is Eckerche there?
yes, he didn't seem like he wanted to come inside.
Oh, no, well, I'm inside?
Did you walk in with me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, he seems a little bit unnerved.
Weird.
Should I call him over?
You can.
Would you prefer if I called him over?
It's a bit strange, to be honest. But yeah, probably for the best. Probably the two of you can deal with this.
I call
Or
Ricochet
at
over.
least it's kind of a
I like turn around and wave and.
Eckerche
well.
obeys basic command.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Like, come here, pet.
just like, hey, Crochet. Sorry, I haven't been super good at picking up whenever you've tried to send me messages and stuff. It's
Oh
been
no, it's
a bit
totally fine.
hectic amongst the fragments.
I have new friends. I think.
Aww.
To hear. You friends with
Dear God. Today I made you.
I made new friends today. Yes, Ecochet is in that group.
good to hear.
Where?
Is
Echo
that?
is erratic, one of my followers, I guess, kind of.
I took note of that actually.
Weird deal. But
Very different to me. I
yes,
guess.
you guys have different sources of power.
I figured that.
But yes. So I've been doing my best to keep an eye on you guys, especially with what you've been dealing with my sister.
Yes.
So I just
It's been quite a hectic past couple of weeks.
yes.
Or
Just
days? How long's it been?
it's been like 2 weeks maybe.
Yeah. It's been a hectic couple of weeks.
I could imagine so. Yeah.
I'm
so,
assuming you know about all of the stuff that happened in the dungeon. And
I don't know the specifics, but I know roughly who you were dealing with because it's been causing what's the busyness in amongst the fragments. Let's just say there's been Avion has detected an above average, I believe was his exact words, number of breaches into the far realm recently.
Like at least 6 or 7.
That's a crazy number of breaches.
I think it's actually bigger than
the far realm.
Yes, where Tashama is imprisoned. We believe
Oh.
she may have more followers than we originally thought.
Well, that is not good.
No,
That is
it's not good.
quite bad, in fact. Well, is there something that I should be doing about it?
Well, really just keep going on what you guys are doing currently.
Well-
which is the kind of dealing with the kind of cult side of things, and we're going to deal with the breach side of things from the heaven perspective, roughly.
So gods deal with the god stuff, and humanoids deal with the mortal stuff?
Something like that, yeah.
Mortals, I suppose. Wrong word.
Well, it's
Not a
yeah,
racist.
it's I'm well aware of it. Not a racist.
Please don't start that. It's an inside joke, and I don't really understand where it came from.
Yeah, it's typically people who follow any statement without one.
Yes, I know. Well, I didn't know because I don't actually talk to a lot of people. But I've realized. I figured that. I'm trying. I'm learning a little bit.
It's good to hear. It's good to hear that you're learning. But yes. We're not quite where it's hard to. Okay. So we're kind of, yeah. It's been very busy. It's,
I suppose it's been busy for
yeah.
both of us.
We're concerned. There may be issues at the festival.
Yes, we have found that there may be some disturbances.
There has
Someone's
been.
like, what? I was talking about underage drinking.
Ben's like, no.
But from Avion's, my brother's numbers are not good with them. I quite like, me, I like flowers and animals and stuff, and he's like, oh, that
So
bird
do I.
there is a specific breed. I'm like, yeah, but from what he's been seeing, the breaches have been occurring in a number of the capitals of the world, and we're quite concerned. There's been a number of breaches here in the crossroads. That's why we're thinking there's going to be something going down here. And there's most of them have been centered around this kind of what do you mortals call it? This the merchant confederacy, is it?
Yes, I think so.
Merchant
I am not that familiar with the crossroads, but
But
these breaches, do they remain open?
they typically, it's hard to maintain a portal staying open. It's something very, like, you need a lot of magical power to just hold one open forever, but you can create a small pocket for a second to bring something through.
So there is a number of
So,
unfriendly creatures.
so they've been bringing stuff through from the Far Realm, and we don't know what that stuff is. And
I
we don't
think-
quite know where it is. We just know it's around the entire Confederacy.
I think we may have run into one of those beings, constructs.
Beings.
Was it a spectator?
Where?
Yes, we ran into a spectator.
I'm not super familiar with specifics. It's more my brother's domain, knowing things and all that. But yeah, it's. I would appreciate it if you kind of helped with keeping the festival safe. If something does happen, we don't know for sure, but we think because it is also not only just a festival for the twins, but it's also the kind of peak, like a moment in magic where it's more powerful almost.
And
It's-
quite a lot of people will be there as well, I would
Uh,
assume.
Yes, a lot of people here. But as of note, the other two capitals of note that have had a number of breaches have been Aondra and Vivora in the Elven Republic. They're
Oh,
both-
God.
I think
Well-
this is the third one probably interest with your mother being from there and all.
Yes, that
Uh,
is quite concerning. I might have to send her a letter. Let her know.
Hey, Mom, you're gonna die. Bye.
Leave.
As of
Get
note,
out of there.
These breaches haven't been as numerous, but we've noted them there as well. We're not quite sure what is going on there. I'm trying to connect with some of my followers in the area. I don't quite have as good a connection as I do with you two.
I guess that's.
But I have to get going. I have a lot to get done.
Yes, I can imagine. Don't let us hold you up. I just kind of came to say hi, I suppose.
But thank you for doing this again, you two. It might be a. I'll try to keep in contact when I can.
I appreciate the. I can't think of the word. This is not in character, by the way. Actually, it could be in character, but it doesn't matter.
Is this bit also in character?
Yes, this is all in character. I'm talking to extra. It's like, what's the word where it's like,
It looks like death.
when someone is like
Oh,
putting in
wow.
time for you.
Well,
Never mind.
effort.
Yes, I appreciate your concern with us.
Okay.
And she just kind of like nods and like kind of waves and then kind of, almost kind of like puffs out in like flower petals. And just
Pretty.
disappears.
That's cool.
She's so pretty.
I turned to Ekrisha and go,
Someone's back.
you were very quiet there.
So,
You have nothing to say about being visited by a literal god.
you call her like every other week?
Well, yes. It doesn't phase you?
Gods bleed when the time comes.
Have you changed your accent again? Gods bleed when the teams come. That comment scares Ben. You seem to have a very different relationship.
Oh.
You are unconcerned.
I'm tired more than anything else. Is there more you wish to discuss at this time?
No, I'm quite content with that conversation. There are a few people I would like to discuss with what I just learned, what we just learned.
I was listening. I think
Yes.
I got most of it. I was engaged. I'm just tired.
I'm glad it wasn't just me then. But yeah, That's it. I mean, I guess I stick around and I kind of just kneel down at the tree and do a traditional prayer and then
Okay.
leave. Yeah.
While you pray, Akrochet's gonna go find somewhere to lie down.
Good night,
Yeah.
buddy.
Akrochet's like, I'm tired.
Those
When are
mushrooms
we
really
going to
much around.
dinner? I'm tired. Yeah, I suppose I start walking towards the place where. How late is it now? Would you say? Or is that irrelevant?
What?
Like when did we say we were gonna go to dinner?
Dinner time.
Yeah, so I think we're like mid-afternoon.
Mid afternoon. I suppose we just kind of wander around.
Mm.
Oh, you're gonna lay down? Yeah, I don't want to lose Akrochet, so I suppose I just go sit down next to where Akrochet is. Next to. No, I go sit down and just kind of plonk myself, and I don't know. I don't really have any things to do while on my own, but
On my own.
I don't know. I'd kind of just sit down and ponder until Akrochet wakes up,
Alright.
or until dinner time hits.
Alright. Confused.
Skip it there.
Alright, and then the three go into tavern.
Yar.
So you guys kind of, I suppose you guys walked with Ben and Echo for quite a bit of the way, as you kind of approach, kind of making your way through like the administration district, and then kind of out. A second, let me check on my map about where it is. I believe
Your god's cool.
My God, is
She's so cool.
she's like, sup, bitch?
Like a wooden tiefling. My dodge is bursting of fire petals.
Yeah, have you seen her?
Saw
there's
it.
actually a picture of someone.
Really?
There's
Really good.
Yeah, I was
four of
gonna
them.
say.
There's multiple.
There's
In
four.
art, I think, isn't it?
There's many. Yeah, there they are.
Yeah, sick.
Of what someone looks like, yeah.
That's what
I was like, a
that's Emma.
tiefling?
That's
Who's the
Spring.
tiefling? I
That's
forgot. and I
Dumbass.
freaked
Hang
out. I
on,
thought I
man.
was being like
I want to
summoned
play a character
by
that
like
looks some somna now.
Yeah,
some
that shit rad.
fiend.
Where's
What?
my lady? I don't know where my lady is.
Just like some shady
Where's my
dude.
lady?
Yeah, I was like,
That's my girl.
Come
Come
here.
That's my
Like the
girlfriend.
child catcher from.
Wanna buy some drugs?
Holly, what's the child catcher from?
Aww.
Whoa.
What's really done?
The really creepy one who has
I've
like
been
a
my
handy
girlfriend.
wagon that he pulls the
I love
string and the
that.
balls fall away, and it's just like a massive cage for
That's
children.
a
I
shithead.
think you and your interaction
What?
with your girl
Yeah,
has so
yeah.
far been the most wholesome thing
What
I've
are you
seen in
talking about?
D&D. Like with our group. It's so wholesome.
It's from the one
I have that,
where
and then I have a
there's
shithead.
the couple that are trying to kill
Love
each
that
other
man.
constantly.
Kill me.
Yeah.
Love that guy.
Alright.
I promise.
It'll come to me later.
Cool.
Yeah.
Tavern squad.
I
You
know what you're
guys
talking
kind of
about,
turning off from as like Echo and Ben kind of head towards the temple. You guys kind of stop before him at this kind of almost like kind of a Roman villa style building. It's got like this kind of double. It's kind of got this kind of double arched doorway that kind of opens into a courtyard, and around it there's like 3 layers of like in rooms.
Cool.
So this courtyard's kind of got like a bar in the middle of it, and there's kind of like tables, open air, just kind of sitting about, and then there's a couple under the actual building. So there's kind of like also the same arch stuff around the edges, with little tables along there as well.
Oh, now this is my kind of place, guys. Come on. First round's on me.
I mean,
I don't care what time it is. I can feel people judging. I'm just pointing to the crowd.
Everyone is drinking very happily. Yeah.
These are my people. Let's go. I'll walk on in.
Some drunk guys like, woo!
like, we just got to the crossroads and then we've kind of just gone straight to the table.
You guys go to the crossroads. Then you went to the Temple of Hikaru's. You met the 2 sun bearers and
Jonathan
Ray
and
Walker.
Terry.
Jonathan and Terry, the
Jonathan
sun
and Terry.
bearers, the 2 paladins of Hikaru's, and then Ray Walker Peter, who took you to the Temple of Aluva, and then took Lynn and Flo to the Wainted Anchor and the apartment that Lynn and Melian have together above it. And now you guys have gone from the Temple of Aluva back towards the inn.
Okay.
We're all having.
We're just,
We're all
I just
having.
wanted to just chill for a bit.
Good. All right, we can't. Now remember, guys, we can't get too smashed because we got to be presentable for dinner. After all,
Definitely.
Lynn's bringing a partner. We don't want to be too sloppy. All right. We
Since
don't.
when does Zeph give a fuck?
in your ear. Always.
Sloppiest of But if if something happens, then it happens. I'm just saying we should maybe.
Are these the lads? You three?
We're the lads. We're the lads. But if something happens, then something happens. But anyway, let's go.
You've got the two mums of the party,
Shams does not.
the two
wanna be a
the two
part of them.
hipsters, the nature hipsters, and you got lads.
We're lads. I'll approach the barkeep.
Yeah.
All right. What's the? Well, what do you got? What's on tap? What's on tap?
So on tap, we have many things on tap. Would you like our house specialty ale brewed here? It's a bit, it's average price.
I'm like behind you. I'm like that.
It's like 3 copper.
All right. Three guys. That's
Three,
yeah.
three people.
Yeah, one. Shams.
Do you guys want a jug? You guys want?
I think we're gonna. Yeah, we're gonna jug. We're gonna jug.
There'll be a
Get
silver
a whole
piece for the
keg.
jug.
I'll pay for that.
She kind of like pulls it, like kind of like puts it, kind of grabs it,
YOLO.
and then kind of shoves it
Mm.
into a barrel of ale,
Legit.
and like pulls it out. And you kind of get like this, I'd say like 2-liter jug of ale.
Oh, boys, we're good.
We're drinking good tonight. Let's go.
All right.
Is there a drunkenness status effect,
I'm not getting drunk. I'm just quenching my thirst.
or is that like not a thing?
Not official, I don't think.
Yeah, I would probably just clumber with probably maybe
Disadvantage on everything.
yeah maybe poisoned.
I like poison.
I mean poison
Technically.
disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. It makes
Yeah.
sense.
That's fair.
But do you not take damage when you're poisoned?
No,
No,
you get
it's
there's
just a
poison
condition.
damage and poisoned as a condition. Although both are nasty to have happen to you.
Yeah.
Poisoned is nasty.
Poison is nasty.
Well, technically it is poison.
Yeah, it is. I'll get 3 glasses and pour all of you a nice, tall, frothy drink.
Very nice.
All
Does
right.
Shams drink?
Cheers. Take a sip.
I guess
It's nice to.
Yes,
It's been
Shams
a while
does
since I've
drink.
had a drink. It's good.
I know. Well, you should. Well, when we were back in Tor Hill, you should have like come in and got sloshed with us. That was a fun night. I don't remember a lot of it, but it was a fun night.
Oh, not for everyone in the tavern. These guys enjoyed themselves though.
You should have seen me and Ben. We were fucking wild. He doesn't get. He's got that whole classy composure, but man, he just gets a little bit more like. When he has a bit in him, he's fun. He's fun. Right now,
Wrinkle Ven.
you guys enjoy. I'm just gonna go make, and I'll get really close to both your ears. I'm gonna try and find some connections. See if there's any like culty business around. Right. Relax. Done this before. And I'm gonna go up.
Talking about what?
Just have a little walk around with my drink, just like enjoy the sights, enjoy the views, and try to pick up on any strange and particular noises, on any kind of like just eavesdrop and see if anything's got some gossip or then it's saying anything sus.
Sauce.
Deception.
Sauce, dude.
Sauce, bro.
Sauce,
Dude,
bro.
that's sauce, bro.
Ooh, 15.
Listening for goss.
I want the gas.
Yo,
sauce,
my guy.
One thing, there's a lot of talk and a lot of excitement about the upcoming festival.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot of excitement. You hear a couple workers complaining about their boss. You hear rumors of lizard folk attacking some former slaves within the city, like within the slums. But
Oh,
you know,
dear.
lightly, kind of like quick talk about. Like, did you guys see that like fight? There's a man. Those lizard people are fucking wild. Like it's like they're talking about kind of.
Those lizard people are
Well,
fucking
yeah.
wild.
Get fucking
They were
crazy
fucking
on
wild.
the weekend.
Fucking
I told you, man. They're controlling the government.
Shams goes full conspiracy mode.
In the case of them, they literally are.
George Bush.
George Bush.
George Bush is the
Final
real
boss
character.
fight, George Bush, the Radiant Emperor.
I'll just.
The Radiant
I'll
Emperor.
approach that conversation.
Yo.
I'll act a little bit more drunk than what I am. Just like, hey, when we talk, I'll just like just kind of butt in, like, hey, we talk about fights. We're gonna have a bit of a fight.
This one guy's like, yeah, bro.
Bruh.
So I was walking through like the slums, right? And there was this it was crazy. I watched like these three. There was this guy who was just walking. He looked a bit, hurried along. And he's like texting this week, and then all of a sudden these lizard folk guys suddenly come running out of one of the alleyways, and they just stab the fuck out of him.
What?
Like it's not like abnormal to see, but like lizard folks just like acting out. I'm telling you, man, there's Neanderthals.
No way.
They're after the normal man.
Well, for the normal. Look off. What? Why would they do
They're
that?
coming. I don't know.
They're coming for you? Or they're coming for me? They're coming for both of us.
They're fucking, they're fucking wild. Those lizard people.
They're fucking
They're good diamonds though. Have you seen them fucking diamonds?
Oh, those blood ones.
What blood ones? No, I'm talking about like the clear ones.
What are the
fucking-
clear ones? What are the clear
Like,
ones?
just, like, diamonds.
What do you mean they're diamonds? Wait, these lizard people have diamonds?
What's their fucking? They love their fucking jewelry.
They-
Like
they-
these guys, they come out, they're covered in like rings. I'm surprised they weren't like pickpocket or anything on the way.
So you got these three lizard
Tashawn
people who are
is-
beating up poor people in the slums and they're flaunting all the fancy jewelry.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I don't know.
What
but
assholes? Honestly, what fucking assholes, dude?
yeah, but like you should watch them fight. It's crazy.
Where do
Why
they
they
fi-
just started crawling over the walls and shit?
Where do they fight? I want to fight one.
They just attack people. I mean, I've only seen it once, man. Like,
Are they like a gang or something?
I don't think so. I haven't heard anything about the gangs recently.
No gang, just three bitch-ass lizards trying to beat up bitches.
You basically,
I see
it's
what you
bitches
mean.
fucking bitches, man.
I'm gonna bitch on the bit. Hey, you're alright. I'll clap them on the back and I'll just kind of like stumble off. And when I'm kind of, when they think I'm out of eyesight, I'll just like compose myself.
in all this.
Yeah.
And that's all I'll be doing. I'll just like, and try to. I'm basically, you know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for particular gossip about gangs and stuff. But otherwise, if I hear nothing, then I'll just join these guys back.
Yeah. You don't hear a lot about Wildfire. You hear a lot about some of the other gangs, but you don't hear anything about Wildfire.
To not be a part of it.
Yeah.
And the
portals.
Fine.
Experiment.
Well, I just got
Any inversions?
there are these apparent, according to a point far away, like those people. There are three decked out lizards covered in diamonds. Not your diamonds, thankfully. Very clear, shiny jewelry, and they're in the slums, just beating people up. Apparently, they jumped the guy and stabbed him in the back.
Oh shit.
Sounds like a problem that might need to be dealing with. You know.
Yes, I agree, but we do have our own problems that we're focusing on.
I'm just saying, if we get time, maybe we can get a nice little reward for it. Who knows? Maybe some
A cigarette.
information. Get ourselves in. You know.
Hey, Lucky, did the lizards from back in Neandra, did they often deck themselves out in diamonds?
Yeah, it's
Fuck
very,
yeah,
very
bro.
common. If you've got shit tons of wealth, you might as well use it. Like, opulently dressed, fine clothes, a lot of jewels. Here, can you be... Just give me a straight-up intelligence roll to see how good you can recall some information.
Come on, Shams.
Okey-dokey.
Come on, Shams.
The DC is low because it's pretty well known they exist, but like...
Oh, why am I rolling just dice? Sorry,
Yeah.
just stall.
Roll
We
it.
believe in you.
You got this. Come on.
Zero no my intelligence modifier.
No, I rolled
Uh,
24.
You don't have your stat up.
You have a plus 34. You got this.
Minus one.
I reckon.
It's at least
know the
13. In
spectators
fact, I
and
think it's
stuff?
exactly 13.
Actually, I think it's 10, yeah, right.
Cult people.
You remember when Neb was taken? It was taken by a basically kind of like the secret
Neb.
police.
I like it.
The secret police called the Radiant Claw.
The Radiant Claw. Claw?
Yo,
This is the secret police of
The
the Neandran
secret
Empire.
poli-
That's so cool.
You know how like ancient Sparta. had a
Wait,
secret
actually,
police?
the
Yeah.
lizard
It's like that.
people?
Is
Yeah.
it sorry? So they're of the Neandran Empire specifically, or they're just
Yep.
a secret?
You
okay.
remember, and the MO of these attacks sound very similar. Kind of, taking out dissidents before they could, rise up or anything. They're very skilled. Some of them magically trained. And they're good at blending in.
The Radiant Claw.
Radiant Claw.
Sick. That's it.
Because it's the Radiant Emperor, so they're
Is
his
this basically
claw.
Assassin's Creed?
Yeah, basically.
Yes.
Anyway, Boomstick's gonna be the boss fight for this one. But yeah,
Do we get Ezio on our
Wait, why am I thinking about the Radiant?
because of lizard folk attacks.
Everyone keeps
So do they
saying
sound like
fucking
members of the
radiants.
Radiant Claw?
The MO sounds similar. Like it seems similar. Attacking out of like thin air almost. Just stabbing someone and then running off. It's like seems pretty similar to typical fear tactics.
Surely that. Okay.
This is outside of. Is it only lizard folk that are part of the Radiant Claw?
They're very elitist. Like it's very much
Okay.
their people run and take like the important things, and then anything else is like slaves.
Okay.
So except for their army, there's a lot of like slave soldiers in it. Like it's a
Right.
really ugly army.
What about kobolds?
What did I write about
How do they
kobolds?
expect an army to work if everyone hates the people leading it?
Fear.
I want to know if Dilbert
Fear is a
exists
powerful
in this
tool.
world.
Fear is very
So I
terrifying.
can go bully him.
All the world's
Why
connected.
did you ask me about?
No, I was just
Cool,
curious.
I won't just go check that.
No, no, no,
I was
don't.
like, have I written stuff about kobolds? Yeah.
No,
well, there you go.
there's no specific reason other than Dilbert exists.
Yeah.
Dilbert exists in this world.
Mm.
Cool.
Yeah. Nah, that's all I heard. Just lizard people when they're flashy attire, just and
They sound like Neandrians to me.
wait, from where you're from,
Yeah, I guess so.
do you have people following you, or is this just some weird coincidence?
Considered that.
Wait a minute. We didn't get a good look at the people that were following us, did we?
No people following us.
There were people following
Oh
us. last
yeah,
time.
that's
What?
like the actual important bit.
Yeah,
But
there
we
were
just
two-
talked about
there
the mushrooms
There
instead.
yeah, no, there were two figures that were following us.
Oh no, someone mentioned that to me.
Wait a minute.
At work.
Okay,
Yes.
bit of a long shot, but what if the two people on their way to the crossroads were actually three, and they were following you? It's a long shot.
I mean,
It's a long shot, but I don't know.
when I
I haven't seen much lizard folk around before.
I surely would have seen a third person.
Maybe
Or maybe they were just
maybe
further behind the other two.
two scouts, one like ringleader orchestrating. Maybe there's more than three.
Could be. Yeah.
it's not impossible. I mean, I'm sure they're probably not happy about this. Their slaves going missing.
So you ran a. DM doing stuff. Oh, okay. It's like,
Dude, where's he going?
Running away.
I'm
stay in the damn seat.
I'm
Can
sick
you
of you.
imagine the DM just like
Ups and leaves.
and everyone's like,
Controlled by another god.
Wait,
what do we do?
wait, hey. Charms.
As you pass by,
Yes.
this is me right now.
So you ran away,
My
right?
notes.
I'm just pulling up my notes. Well, no. What was the name of the group that helped me escape? Ah. What is-
publicly, undermine a
What is his
slave.
face? What is his face?
I've got hotspot going.
What is that face?
The fact that we were just at the temple of.
Yeah.
You were, no one in the temple seemed familiar to you, and they don't publicly acknowledge they do it because that would publicly acknowledge that a temple is undermining a legitimate state. So they don't publicly say it. They're just
I like these
What is
Icarus
it?
people more and more. They sound rad.
They're super friendly. Don't you love the Ray Walkers?
No, I like the goth people more.
I like the goth people more.
Yeah,
you
goth
like-
people.
It was the introverts that Haluva.
Well, I didn't run as such, but I was.
What?
Why Bill?
My escape was, I believe, a part of a large-scale
Big bracket
operation,
fridge.
right?
Yeah, there was a few of you extracted. It wasn't like massive. It was just a couple.
But it's an ongoing.
Yeah, they kind of just like help take people. And they take
There's
them to
a-
safety.
A group that helps slaves from Neandria escape.
Hmm.
Um,
And you just sort of drew like the lucky raffle ticket and got out.
yeah, pretty much.
Well, I'm glad you did. No, I don't imagine being a slave is a fun profession at all.
I think there were people that needed it more than me.
No, I wouldn't say that, Shams. I mean, I don't know. You have an important mission, and it's a good, they probably saw that, and you need to get out and find whoever you're trying to find.
I don't want to get too close to these guys.
Okay. Well,
But
if we do though,
I'll happily take you up on your offer.
My guy. Zeph just winks at Shams. Just like,
Zeph offered to. What did you say? Like fuck some people up?
down my drink.
You guys got anything else you want to talk about, or just
No.
cool?
I think we'll just make.
So-
I think we'll just make small talk and enjoy the day until it's dinner time.
Yeah, a couple hours pass.
Oh.
Okay, wait.
No, you want to say something?
You go, go, go.
I was gonna try to
Say.
extract some more information from the two. The lizards.
They're over there. They're pretty jovial. They're really like. They're talking about bringing power back and stuff like that, and the lizard people are taking it and stuff like that.
I'm gonna approach them. Do they seem like they're trying to be quiet, or are they?
No, they're drunk as fuck. They're like, oh god, you see that? They seem to be talking about something else. They seem to be talking about some arena fights now or something.
They
It's
say
just
you
like,
go.
the Crusher just annihilated that guy, bro. He was like, woo! And the other guy's like, what do you mean? The other guy clearly won that fight.
I'll follow you because I hear arena fight. I'm like, hang on.
I guess I'll come somewhere along.
Oh, yeah, hey guys, my mate mentioned you were talking about lizards.
The lizards, about
I already have.
attack you right in the slums. Yeah, the lizard people from like the evil empire or whatever over that way.
Yeah, they are
Same.
pretty evil.
That way.
Who saw them?
He just raises his hand.
And there were 3 of them.
Something like that was fast, man. It's just like, well, they're just like, they're kind of just like running out of the valley. They just gank this guy randomly. They just kind of crawl, they started crawling on the walls and just climbed up over the roofs.
Did they have a uniform? Guys,
Man, fuck. He's like,
guys were way too.
this guy's like
pissed.
wasted. He's like, I mean, wearing cloaks and rings. They have rings on their hands.
Oh, alrighty, thanks guys. You're cool.
He has like finger guns back. Bro, you should be a fighter. You look like a buff, baby.
Oh, I guess I am a bit of a fighter. The arena's not quite for me though.
Wait, what kind of a? Oh, I say just pretty drunkenly. What kind of arena?
It was the Coliseum. It's in just it's nearby. It's not too far from here. I don't think there's any fights on for a bit though. I think they're taking a break for the festival. But man, they've got some really good gladiators these days.
Can anyone answer, or is it just like you're gonna be macho?
I mean, they like macho. Macho is showy, but like sometimes there's some of those little guys who get in there. They're fast little fucks. They're just like, oh, and they run over, they just stab this guy. So this massive beefy guy with a net just tries to throw him, and suddenly this guy ducked under it and they just stabbed him in the kidney. Bro, I've never had a grown man cry so much.
Hey, so you're telling me there's an arena where people just kill each other for sport?
Yeah.
Huh?
That sounds rad as fuck, bro.
This is rad as fuck, bro.
Oh my god! And I'll like just put down some copper and like, yeah, buy yourself another round. That's rad. Thank you for chatting. You're a cool
Thanks,
dude.
bro. Yeah, bro.
Bro,
Bro.
bro,
Bro.
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 This goes on for some time.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, not as.
Alright.
Alright, that's all for me, I think.
Yeah.
Skip to tea time. Is Lucia coming to tea time?
I don't know. I mean, I assumed she would, but
It's up to would
Hey,
Flo
no.
invite her.
yeah, probably.
Okay.
Oh god.
What's going on that screen over there?
Leveling up
Dungeons
stuff.
and Dragons.
Oh yeah, that's right. I told you guys like
Yes,
do
I
it.
I just remembered, and I'm just looking at what I get to do.
It's a I hate Melbourne t-shirt.
It is
whatever you
actually.
do.
I will snap it. Snap.
We should all buy one and just wear it all on the stream.
Yeah,
It's not important.
Fuck Melman.
Fuck Bill.
Fuck
Fuck the
Melman.
mailman and the postal service as well.
Fuck
Whoa.
Melman, guys.
I love fucking postal service workers.
No, we don't.
Anyway,
What?
back to the
I know. What the fuck?
Jack was like, that's too far, Lucky.
postal
too
service
far.
postal workers. What?
Yeah.
They deserve it. They work hard, you know.
What the fuck?
Anyway, what were we doing?
Going to dinner.
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 Yeah,
Din-din,
we're
let's go.
reconvening.
I have a
Dinner.
description of what Wayfarer's table looks like.
The Wayfarer's table. That's what it's cool. Thank you. Okay.
No.
Make it up.
Make it up.
Yeah, we got this.
Improv.
Alright, which district is it as well? I think it's agriculture district.
Yeah, you said it was like a vegetarian restaurant.
It was
Yeah.
a bar of like summoner stuff.
Yeah, there we go. Approaching this kind of, it looks like a medieval tavern. It's kind of like this L-shaped building, like 2 floors, but the walls are very similar to the Temple of Somna, are these kind of trellises of plants. They seem to be growing all sorts of herbs and stuff along them. There's basil, coriander, you know, all the shits. It's all along there.
Hell yeah.
They're growing like fruit and stuff along there as well. Big, like, you know, the queue's not massive, but there's a couple people like waiting at the door to, you know, get seated. You guys meet up in the restaurant, or you guys meet up outside restaurant?
Probably outside.
Outside, yeah.
Because just in case everybody arrives at different times.
Cool. Imagine my map. Who gets that first? I mean, you guys will get that last. You get the furthest to go.
Which two?
Flo and Lynn.
Yeah.
Then the 3 probably get there first. It's basically like across the road from where you guys are. So you guys probably get there first, and then people coming from the Temple of Summoner. Do you guys like being on time, or you guys tardy folks?
Don't those mean the same thing?
Yeah.
One's being on time.
Tardy is
slow.
being late.
Yeah.
Is tardy late?
Yeah.
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 Because you get tardies in school because you're late.
What?
Um,
What's a tardy?
It's
Why
I think
does
it's
nobody
American or whatever.
understand?
But,
Okay, American. Okay.
but it's it's
Well, the in between.
okay.
It's like a couple minutes late.
Flo and Lynn
We are
on
on
time.
time,
Okay.
people.
So you guys
Always
like
on
they're
time.
early, but that's only because you're across the road. And how plastered are you guys?
No, not very.
I haven't
Like I
done
said.
much, just like one or two drinks.
At all.
Lightly tipsy.
I would say like
Actually, yeah, no,
No.
you're not at all because you're a fucking man con. You
That's actually
can,
pretty good.
he can just take it.
I've had
I'll-
like 2 drinks. I'm not.
Yeah, you guys like you know light,
I would say buzz.
fully there,
I would say lightly buzz. Just
lightly buzz. You guys are you know
Nah.
you guys just across the road sitting at like a table looking out at it.
I responsibly drank this
Yeah.
time because people didn't like it when I did that last time.
Yes.
I am learning my lesson.
Yes.
And then you kind of see Lynn holding the hand of who you presume to be Elliot, and then you see Flo with someone that looks very similar to Flo but skinnier and smaller.
I'm assuming me and Akshay made our way there.
Yeah, I imagine you guys would get there probably just a little bit after.
Yeah.
But you guys would probably see them kind of walking out like the kind of initial meeting.
Yeah.
Between like the 3 of like those guys sitting across the road from the place with like beers in their hands.
I kind of go like, okay. And then I compose myself.
So you guys are a bit down the road. What's
Put
the
the mask
intro?
on.
You're drinking again?
Responsibly.
I like
Do
this
I
one.
look like I was, at Tor Hill? Like,
I
look
like
at me.
this idea. You got the glass there?
Oh, I'll put the glass down. I'm like, oh, you must be the girlfriend.
You did talk to people about us. Right, I'd be like talking constantly.
And I'll put out a hand. I'm like, oh, I'm Zeph. It's very nice to meet you,
Melian, pleasure to meet
Okay,
you.
no, touch it. Touch it.
guys.
Apple.
Melian, pleasure to meet you.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Melian. Your name?
I'm Shabs. Holy shit! I forgot my name for a second.
I like the idea of like just saying
That's the
I
alcohol.
forgot my name.
That's the alcohol. So I'm just like, guys.
I remember my name.
Dementia Rose.
Dementia.
Oh, not the
What
metro
does
then.
what does Flo's sister look like?
The smaller, skinnier Flo, right?
Yeah, she's a bit more bookish. So I'd
Kind of,
imagine
yeah.
I'd imagine she probably has some sort of glasses.
Not built
Yeah,
like
She's
it's
Ben.
like-
I imagine like Harry Potter kind of glasses.
Yeah.
Like
It's
a
kind of big.
nerd.
It's like Flo,
Massive,
but like big
thick
round
foam tucked
glasses.
under the
And like yeah,
thumb.
like it's like a like a laptop bag, but instead of like a laptop, it's got like a book on it. There's like
Yeah.
hanging from it.
Ah.
It's kind of like thickly engraved and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, Flo, I guess the nerdiness doesn't fall far from the tree, right?
Are you calling me a nerd?
Maybe.
I don't know what I would have done to give you that impression.
They think you're a nerd.
See, I am just as
You
surprised
see,
as you are.
Look, she reads books and she likes to go to temples all the time and just like read. And
I have a lot of questions to ask. Is that so bad?
No, I'm just saying it's a nerd thing. There's nothing wrong with
Impressed
that.
that- I'm
Yeah,
impressed that
sure.
she's
Nerd
reading. It's a
thing.
child. Didn't read at all. Just
Uh,
thought.
And sorry, you are
I'm Lucia. I'm Flo's sister.
a sister. Learning more secrets every day. Hello, I'm Zeph. Very nice
Pleasure
to
to
meet you.
I have nothing to say.
Lucia,
Hello,
really.
I'm Shams.
Apple.
Pleasure to meet
Nice to meet you.
Then you guys.
I-
Up. This is the introduction.
I walk up behind Lynn
Yep.
and
Go on, you got this. I believe in
Mm,
you. You can remember it. I promise. You're doing great.
it's one of the ones that starts with M.
Yeah, you're doing great.
Melanie.
Mel. It's Mel. I was gonna say May, but it's not Maylin.
Maylin is in the campaign
Yes.
once again.
Yeah.
Hey guys!
Let me swap some letters.
Mel, and I unintentionally, like, I just go up and like tap on the shoulder and like not intentionally trying to scare them, but just to like let them know that we're there.
What happens when you tap on their shoulder?
What?
You're not startled at all.
Or
Oh, I just touch her on the shoulder.
hang
I'm like,
around
hello.
these two.
Yeah.
Ecrochet's carrying a big glass pot.
Of course.
Misdirection. I tap on the shoulder and they look this way and then they look back and you're right in front of them. With the pot.
They're just holding a glass pot.
Ecrochet goes to shake the new person's hand.
You hand them a pot.
Which new person?
This-
Your girlfriend
Okay.
Gianna is just. I'm. Really?
Pot falls to the ground and shatters. Slightly angrily. It's just disappointing.
Was it a
make a
real?
noise.
It doesn't make a noise.
It doesn't make
No.
You should have tried to hand it to them and accidentally dropped it on the ground.
That's what I did.
Oh, like you go like.
Wait,
and then,
a second.
oh.
Zeph laughs hysterically at this.
I also introduced myself to Mel.
You know, imagine to me like normal introduction stuff,
Mm.
looking at like the broken part, and it's just like that's a good illusion.
It's the sunflower one.
Ecrochet's like
Sunflower.
ashamed.
That makes sense.
Commented on my magic.
Ecrochet's like, oh.
Makes sense.
Ecrochet
Does it make
gets
sense now?
Ecrochet gets a turtle shell,
just
and then sinks into it.
Oh, Ecrochet's like.
That's a real Shams move, dude. Nice.
I'm gonna follow suit.
I think the difference is like because you're focusing like concentrating on the illusion and stuff. You like slowly do it, and I'm just like just like hits the ground, just breaks some cobblestones underneath them.
I deeply apologize for those two,
No need.
or
I was briefed.
3 or 4. I don't know how many you've met.
I have heard that sunflower one and kind of like those ones were normal.
I poke my head out of
normal.
my shell.
I'm
normal.
Those two, that one there normal, and that one there normal.
Normal. Yes,
No, that's an extra 1 for 3. I don't pick up.
quite a group of eccentrics we've got here.
Ah, that's really your girlfriend's so sweet. Hey, all right, we going in for grub or what? I'm starving. All we have is chips.
You are very loud.
Yes.
After Zeph walks in, I kind of go, "You don't actually think that he's normal, do you?"
Using a cantrip as just like, no. So she uses the spell message, so no one else can hear her say it. Just like, no, he's the one with voices.
Yes, that's a yes. Very true. I'm glad
Million's
you have
epic.
been filled in.
Melly's
get-
a bad bitch.
It turns out I've had message this entire time, and every voice.
I have message.
No, I don't have message.
She's right. The illusion drops, and all of a sudden, all of the voices are French.
For sure.
Oh my god.
Is Ecrochet in my head?
No, not
no.
more in
We
my
all
head.
we all start hearing Ecrochet was diabolist.
Ecrochet's the
Are
big
you
bad.
Zavathax?
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised.
Are you the voices? No,
Whoa.
Zavathax isn't the voices. What's the voices? You must be the voices.
Cool.
Now,
So you guys are kind of going into like this. So you kind of enter this kind of almost like medieval tavern kind of feel, but with plants on the walls. Pretty interesting. You kind of queue up for a bit before getting like, the hostess is like, hi, table for 10, 9.
Nine, please.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be great.
We can push them together for you guys. You guys all right sitting outside, or do you prefer an inside seat?
I would love to sit outside.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Outside's alright.
Perfect. Yeah, we got actually a really nice table that looks out onto the markets and stuff. If you have a come with me, kind of leading you through, you kind of see like a bar, almost thing. It's got like wines and stuff behind it. As the hostess of bookstore, so are you guys new to the Crossroads, or you've been here for a bit?
My first time.
First time.
Yeah.
I've been here for what, a few hours now.
The NPC is also kind of like, yeah, first time here. This has been here for like a week, casual small talk. Well, so way it works here is
First time.
we don't have any meat. It's all vegetarian food. It's all grown locally. The temple produces a lot of it themselves. We have some wines that we also make locally as well. It's we got some different tastes. But
Blessed be you, Somnot. I will take a glass of wine.
We've got we've also got some ciders as well. We don't have too many
like this
beers, I'm afraid.
Do you
we're-
have any rum?
We try not to import anything, so I don't think we've got any. I'm afraid. But we do have. We've got ciders. I'm trying to think what other friends.
Your establishment needs some work.
Unfortunately, we struggle growing sugarcane in the climate. One day, we're working on some stuff that will hopefully allow us to grow some sugarcane.
So you have plans for rum, though?
We can have plans for rum. I'm not quite sure.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying you are in a
You will
port
have
town. There are going to be lots of sailors, people that are interested in rum. It seems like a very good business decision, if you ask me.
Yes, I will talk to the owners about that, definitely. Your sister's kind of shaking her head a bit. Just like
And you're supposed to be the normal one.
Rum and goes to pass it to you, and it falls to the floor and shatters with no sound.
But without a sound, it's just like, where did that bottle come from?
Ricochet does it again. Picks up from like under the reaching. I want to roll a sleight of hand to reach.
Again.
What the fuck?
Got
Okay,
shit sleight
it's
of hand.
wrong.
I don't know why I do it all the time. Oh, but 16.
Okay.
In with half a chance.
So you kind of, pull it out from your cloak or something?
I like reach under the chair.
Pull it out? She like genuinely seems like really perplexed. It's just like,
You wait, guys. You wait till I bring out the handkerchief trick. I'm
I'm
gonna go to blow my nose.
Are you just like saying that aloud? Or you're
In that accent.
Nah, that was more out of character.
Okay. She's just like,
Ricochet's still
Um,
tired.
so we've got a nice table out back, just like kind of like glossing over it as like she kind of like pieces together like it's illusion magic when you pull out the second one and the other illusion dispels. And she like puts it together a bit, just like so. Here's your table. Your waitress or waiter should be here shortly. I'll get you guys some menus. Sorry, and like kind of passes them out and stuff like that.
Thank you.
Absolutely
marvelous.
Zeph has no
Fabulous.
table manners whatsoever. It's
Regal
just more
Vent's
like
already come out again.
grabbing all the cutlery. It's just like, why is this one bigger?
Because that's for a different kind of, like, there are spoons that are for different things.
Why would you just use the same one? Like use the big one for everything and then use... What's the point of the small one? It's look at it, look at it. It's so dainty.
Alright. Wait, what are
Lynn
you
just
doing?
cries.
I'm playing with like smaller cutlery. If there is smaller cutlery.
I'm assuming I would have been trained in formal eating.
Oh yeah,
etiquette.
no, you've been trained in formal
Yeah.
eating.
I have no idea what
Flo
any of
has
it means.
formal eating, Lynn has formal eating, Shams
Surely.
doesn't know how to use cutlery.
Shams uses his
and
Yes,
then-
Shams.
I don't think you like formal, but you've learnt how to be courteous.
Yeah.
So
They ask if you want a chair as well.
How
Yeah, no, that's why they ask. They're like, so I've never
They
really said it before.
and
So
then
like,
it's
do you want a chair or would you like us to take it away? We have like an ottoman we can give you
No.
maybe. It's a bit
Beanbag.
smaller,
I
you know.
never really thought of it. How like does
as a centaur,
like
how old
kneel, I
is your
think, a little
character?
Would you
Yeah,
like some-
I've never sat before.
would
in
you
my
like
never
life.
some
thought about
cushions
it.
to kneel on or something?
I've got a cushion.
You sit like a dog, like
We'll
just your
we'll
butt
sort
on
that out
me.
for you. You know, I'm kind of giving you guys some menus, which I will send in the Discord. because-
Oh,
Marketing.
I know,
wow,
right? I
Adding,
totally
that's
made
so
this.
cool.
Oh, come on.
Was it ChatGPT?
No, I would never stoop to using AI. It is not a useful tool.
I have seen your alt tab so many times this session.
Shut up. Where is it? Go general. It's actually pretty good. That's what it is.
Voice channel on
I don't have
Oh
Discord.
my god, in
installed.
general, should we spare
El
him? Yes.
Pozo.
I don't
Jamie.
know.
What's a poser?
Fatality.
Bozo.
Where is
You're
it?
a
You're a
poser.
It's
bozo.
in
El
the
Pozo.
general
Bozo.
chat.
You're a
Chronicle.
bozo.
You're a poser.
Oh shit! Here we go.
You're a popo.
Mark has joined one of the rooms.
Oh, it's in the lounge.
Shut up. But yeah.
Cries
So,
inside.
as a menu, I assume you got.
Squeegee vegan.
I don't think
Lasagna.
Zeph would know some of these.
This is all
Are you
stuff
sitting next
that
to me? You
This is
sit
stuff
next-
that
like,
Lockie
if-
has
like,
Actually,
made.
yeah. No,
you're
how do you guys sit at the table? Like,
me,
who sits at the head? Who like? There's like the two heads of the table, and there's like.
Oh, I'm sitting at one of the heads of the table.
That
for
makes
sure.
So Ben takes a head. Does
Yeah.
Flo take a head?
I imagine so, yeah.
Yeah. So
I'll sit next
with
to
my
Ben.
glass of
I'll sit
wine.
next to Ben.
I'm
And
like,
then it'll be me. and
Whoa,
Julian.
calm down.
So
We're
I
having
can
a good
help you with that.
time.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're like complaining
And
about the
then,
rum. I'm like
give
a
me
glass
the
of
rum.
wine in the air.
Alright. So, two guys. So, Ben one side, Flo the other. I imagine your sister would sit next to you.
Yep.
Zeph. Then Lynn and Mel. Then.
Surely
You got-
Apple would be on the end of the table.
Oh, that makes sense actually. You would be in an end. So,
Sure, I'll give up.
Squash in
Give up my
between.
seat.
so Ben takes a head. Flo's sitting on like a kind of bench to the side, and then like. Kind of sitting on like a cushion that they managed to pull from something. They've kind of put
That's
on
an
the ground in front of
interaction
you.
that happens.
You kind of like.
Flo's
kneel up.
like, oh, take the seat.
Oh, I guess
Um,
we can sit there.
Ben's the asshole that doesn't give the seat.
Yeah, I'm like kind of sitting there pretending not to notice that there's a like struggle.
Ben's that asshole on public transport where there's somebody who clearly needs a seat, doesn't give up the priority seat.
because he's racist. He's secretly racist.
As for
No,
news,
he's
I
not
could've been
racist.
somebody-
And ableist apparently. Add it to the list.
From Barbara as well.
Are you talking about me?
I don't know if you
Yes.
hear me.
I'm sorry, I was busy
Born in Bavaria as
discussing.
well, were you? But also there. Which layer were you from?
I'm not very highborn. If that's
You read the world notes, right, about Bavaria?
Did you do your homework,
You did
Jack?
your homework right, Jack.
yes, I did. I swear.
About Bavaria being the country on the floating discs.
Nah, you go.
I'm sure. I didn't. I forgot. He's on lower classes.
Were
Like-
you like born in lower classes, or is your family? Your mum was like
Yeah,
middle
I
layer, like
suppose.
trained physician.
Yeah.
So it's
Oh,
maybe
so
like-
yeah, middle.
yeah, so
middle
you'll be from
layer,
like the
yeah.
second layer.
Yeah.
Lynn would have been like first layer, and then Mel would have been third.
There you go.
First layer.
Not really sensing the tone of the conversation. Like, oh, that's one for each. That's great. Nice to meet you again. Properly, I suppose.
Woo! To the oppression of our people.
Yes.
Clink the glass.
Yes, I will cheers to that.
Why are we talking about...
I go to cheers Lynn as well.
Oh, I'm not cheering for that.
We can take down the Elven Republic together. Yeah, will you cheers to that? Yeah, cheers to that.
Wait, we're taking down governments now? Because it's like, it's you, then me, and then those two.
You are welcome to join.
Alright. But yeah. So what?
Not the main topic of conversation right now.
Yeah, what
There are bigger things to discuss.
Oh, yeah, like
What? Yeah. Yes,
That is
those-
talking,
those-
Zeph.
Huh?
That is talking, Zeph.
Sorry, Papa. Don't not talk to me about daddy issues.
Oh no.
Okay. So you guys sitting around the table.
Yeah.
What's your ordering?
Ooh,
Lasagna.
ooh,
Are
that's
Are we like
a
gonna go
good
around to keep it
question.
organized,
yeah,
or are
you-
we just gonna randomly?
You don't really have to. You don't go
Oh,
down
no,
order.
but,
I'm
like,
drinking for
just-
flavor.
Okay.
Like when the waiter comes up, like is like one person like says everyone's order. Or does everyone each say theirs individually? Like,
Ekrochet can say
Melian
everyone's
says
order.
my order.
Well, okay.
Melian just picks one.
Okay.
For you, like you're just indecisive.
Yep.
Zeph has no idea what any of it is, so he just points to that one, which is the.
Ekrochet guides your hands to the mushrooms. Politely, not like aggressively.
Where are you on
like,
the table? You're like.
I'll reach right across.
All the way over.
Completely on the other side.
It's like
No.
this. You're like this dynamic is like.
Just,
Ricochet, I think later.
Ben
What are
orders
you-
the
What are
sushi
you thinking?
I can mage hand it.
That-
and insists that he knows
what's
how
a
to use
pizza?
chopsticks when he does not know how to use chopsticks. Like he
Technically,
pretends.
It has bread and whatnot.
I like that you see the table one each hand.
I've kind of grown up,
Like,
grown up on a vegan
oh, I know how to use
Oh.
these. I use sticks in the wild all the time.
You know, it's fine with me.
Yeah, it's just like
But yeah,
bread with.
I don't think I've
the
ever had a
vegetables.
pizza before, so I
It's-
don't really know what's on
yeah,
it. What's on
it's
it?
just
I
like
asked the waiter.
flatbread.
What's on a pizza?
Oh, and what is a pizza?
Yeah.
Who is a pizza?
Why is a pizza?
Who is irrelevant? Why also irrelevant? So like a pizza's
I think it's a great question.
a dough base, and
Uh-huh.
they put sauce on it, and what's on the pizza again?
Roasted vegetable pizza?
So this one we got some nice roasted pumpkin, some asparagus. We just kind of like put it over there. We've sprinkled it.
In
With,
character.
What we've done is we've
Ricochet just randomly burped.
basically we have like made a milk out of like almonds, and we have turned that into what is like a cheese curd, and we have used that as like kind of like topping on it. It's really quite nice.
You lost. Zeph was lost after almonds. He's like, I'll have that one. That sounds
Pizza,
all
yeah.
right. Yeah, thank you.
Write that down.
Zeph, I've got something to show you after this.
Ooh, okay. Wait, where are you? Like at the table?
Point anywhere, and we'll presume that you're pointing the right way.
Okay, yeah. All right. Oh, and what kind of wine do you have?
Oh, well, we'll get to drinks in a second if we just get through everyone's
All
orders
right,
first, but I'll go through.
I'll go.
Just for my sake, it's nice. It makes it nice and easy if it's
I'll just
streamlined.
go back to playing with the calorie.
Mel's
Stop
going to
playing with
order for the burger.
Sure.
And we'll also get ourselves a burger.
Lynn gets whatever Melian orders. They've been together long enough.
So, yeah, 2 burgers.
Sushi.
Sushi, do
Yes.
you order for your sister?
I figure she'd probably order for
Okay.
herself.
How
to be
old is
honest.
your sister?
I'd say she's
Put it
probably
back and be neat with
early
it.
29,
Oh, okay.
like 2019.
I was gonna
Oh,
say you
okay.
order her like
Like, yeah.
tail kids meal.
Does this come with a toy?
I imagine I'm gonna go with the sister
Don't say
gets
that.
the lentil soup. What does Flo get?
I feel like Flo's a lasagna person.
Lasagna.
Yeah,
Ben gets sushi.
Are we all just ordering for ourselves?
I'll have one slightly.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Lasagna as well. Charms,
Oh, can I have a pizza, please?
pizza as well.
Aw.
Marvelous choice.
And then Echo.
Real question, out of character.
Mm.
What's the stroganoff?
It's like a
Labs.
mushroom stew, isn't it?
It's mushrooms and like beef, like chunks. It's
But
really
no
delicious.
beef chunks.
Yeah.
There's no beef chunks.
But there's no beef in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
I've never made it before, but like it's
I've
made it.
made
I've made it
once.
once.
It's really good.
Well, I'm gonna.
It's really
My
good.
ex's mother.
okay.
made the best
Ekrochet,
stuff. That shit
This
was
is the
like-
full name. She'll be having
What's the
a
downside to not being with them
mushroom
anymore?
stroganoff.
Cool. Write that down as well.
Mushrooms.
And so for the wines and stuff, we have we've got obviously we've got the red and white varieties. And we're also pioneers of wine called Rosé. We're one of the first places to make it. It's kind of like a balance of best of both, of red and white. So our red, all of our wines are award winning. And we've also got a selection of ciders as well. Made from all sorts of fruit. We're also one of the first people to make a mango cider, which is quite popular.
I like that. Can I get a wine and a cider? Is that alright? Is that allowed?
You may.
Lynn, is that allowed?
you've already drunk, haven't you?
Yeah, but this will keep me like I promise I won't have any more. If I just said that, I want to try the mango. I won't even have all of it. I'll share it around.
I could order it and you could have some and not have 2 glasses.
Mom, I want to try it.
All right, that works.
Okay.
I'll get whatever red wine you got that's gonna keep my buzz going, but not gonna tip me over the cliff. If you get the meaning.
Red wine, cool.
And I'll try
Hey.
the mango cider that you guys.
Is there cider with any cumin?
What?
Well, I'm afraid we don't really make any with cumin. I'm afraid.
Could you put it over the top?
Hey,
I hear it
wait.
makes.
If not, I can get some from my spice bag.
Oh my god.
Too much.
Yeah, Ethel, you still got that bag of spices?
Oh, definitely.
The big
Can we get
blenders.
some of that?
I mean, I think we've got some.
Just fucking
retention. I
pour
can
salt
sprinkle some
all
on
over
for
you.
if you'd like.
Oh
Thank you,
no.
thank you.
What kind of cider do you want?
What is the other options? I don't particularly want mango.
Apple, pear. We've got the basics there.
Mango cider.
Apple will be lovely.
Apple cider. Yep.
Apple cumin cider.
Did you say that was a wine list?
Yeah, they've got obviously they've got some breads they make. They've got whites, and then they've got rosé, which they're kind of pioneers for. There's not really many other people.
Oh, like a red wine as well.
Red wine.
Yeah.
Anyone? What else? People
Flo.
drinking?
Anybody else drinking?
Flo only drinks rum.
Only rum.
So sad.
And
Only
then
rum.
This
you
is
guys-
so sad.
ciders, wines.
I've had plenty, thank you.
Okay. Cool. Mel orders white wine.
Congratulations.
Like so sweeter wine. I don't quite know. And then Lucia will get a glass of red wine, being a fancy bitch.
Classic.
So it hasn't shaken the high-born life. Cool. Now it's time for you guys to talk. That's why you guys came here, right? To meet up, discuss.
Yeah.
You're actually lucky, by the way. Pizza, you don't have to use the cutlery as much, just as long as you're kind of neat while eating it.
What do you mean?
Like, you are able to pick it up with your hands, but it's
Ben
like...
stabbing the sushi with the chopstick.
We don't have the sushi yet. Wait until the waiter
Is
brings
that
us
for-
our food.
No, I haven't said
Oh,
anything
okay.
yet.
Sorry.
Oh.
Wait.
So you'll be
when I
quite
get,
lucky.
but like, wait, is
Made
it
of
like in a
thick-
bowl or
No,
is it?
it's like a flat dough, cut into different pieces with like the toppings on top, so you're able to...
That sounds badass. All right.
Yeah,
sick.
it's just
I don't
like
really
be like,
pizza.
yeah. So you won't have to worry about all the different sized spoons, but still...
I pull up like a medium spoon and and a tiny fork. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
Zeph.
that's fine.
Okay. Alright.
You know the
Put them
almond
back
cream.
where they're supposed to be.
Hey, Ricochet, yeah.
You know about the almond cream.
Almond what?
Almond. It's on your pizza.
But it's an almond.
And I procure a small almond with legs and an udder. Very carefully squeeze almond milk
giggles.
out.
I don't know what I'm looking at, but it's kind of funny.
It's...
That's not where I get. That's
No.
no. Okay. Cool.
I
cool,
move
cool,
the
cool.
almond and lick it from the table.
It's bad.
Is that exactly what you were going for? Yeah.
That's brilliant.
I hold it
Big
above
eyes.
my mouth and
Please stop. Please.
At this point, I would like to ask Melian, if I can. I'm assuming I'm probably across from Lynn and
Yeah.
Mel.
You're within like ear thwacking range of
Yeah.
Echo. Like a disappointed parent whenever Echo's misbehaving.
I hope you don't mind me asking. I assume you have been here for a couple of weeks or so?
Only about 2.
I assume you would probably... I have not been to the Crossroads myself before, but I'm assuming you would probably know a little bit more about the preparation for the festival.
Yes.
If we are to presume, I mean, Lynn and I have been talking quite a lot about the fact that
Yep.
there might be some sort of threat to occur during the festival. Is there any particular location, perhaps, that you think might be a likely spot for something to happen? Like, is there a main, I don't know, thoroughfare or something that perhaps if it passes any of the merchant princes or anything like that?
I mean, it's a parade. It basically starts from the Temple of Haluva and kind of like along the side streets, and then hits the main road, and then kind of walks all the way through along the main road, and the celebration is all the way along that main road, and the parade kind of heads all the way from there to the Temple of Hikaroos, and it kind of, you know, symbolizes. You're always better at this religious stuff than me. What?
Do you mean the passage of
Yeah,
the
sounded
sun across the
yeah,
sky or
the
something?
kind of like
Okay.
crossover point.
Yeah, because they're twin gods. It's kind of like
Yeah.
them merging together, but also not.
Are all the gods related? As I say, to some that thing, or is it just like
Yes,
sun and moon?
in some way. Yeah, I mean, technically, like they were all split from Genesis. It was like they were like the higher being and split off different parts of themselves into the different gods and deities that we know now. But not like related as in like a family way, but like related as in they all came from the same thing way.
So, family way.
But not that same way, more in like a celestial standpoint.
Well, they all call each other brother and sister.
What?
I think it is probably less like a familial relationship in the sense that we share DNA, you know? Like I would share the same DNA with my sister. I think that they probably have the same origin point, but are not necessarily.
What's a
Well,
DNA?
I know that the gods don't have the same build as we do, but they came from the same whole. They are parts of a whole, are they not?
They came from the same hole.
Well, I mean, yeah, literally.
Lucia kind of like picks up. It's like, so yeah, so basically so there was the first god, Genesis, and then Genesis kind of split into the 13
Yeah,
fragments.
parts of the same
Yes.
whole.
Yes, exactly. So that actually works quite well for the description. So you had
Thank you.
Kashama, who you guys got beef with, and then you've got
Yeah, fuck that bitch.
then you got the 12 fragments, or like they call themselves the fragments. And they are kind of like good. I mean, vaguely good. You've got like Chakra and Sarava who aren't as good, but you've got vaguely good, and then you've got big evil void thing.
Empress of the Void.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's at least how I've read the story to be.
She must be a real bitch if she wants all of her, like, kind of, no, I guess family, not family, dead,
It's I mean, it's kind of in her nature, really. It's kind of how each god/goddess represents a part of the world.
Oh, like how the Solomon is like all the nature and stuff.
Yeah. So
And
they're kind of
Haluva's like the moon.
yeah, but
I'm catching it.
Tashama is nothing per se. The concept of entropy and decay, and kind of the end. Because yeah,
That's fucking depressing.
yeah, it's not like but yeah.
Well, all I know is that she's a bitch and her followers are bitches.
Whoa.
I probably think
Am I
it
wrong?
is.
Am
I
I
feel
wrong? Am I
like
wrong?
I feel like if you don't want to be smite by an evil god, you probably shouldn't speak this way.
She's a bitch.
Okay, so back to what we were attempting to discuss. Do you think that there is a point where the crossover happens? Where the eclipse separates? During the parade? Would that perhaps be a point that might generate some, I don't know, opportunity for
Would
an
the
attack or
party
something like that?
afterwards have the princess there?
I mean, the princes will be there throughout it. They've all got various things that they're doing.
I feel like the party would be like the more
Mm.
concentrated area of people is all.
Maybe we've got this wrong and it's not actually about the crowns that we should be worried about in the sense of the merchant princes. Are there any other diplomats or high-ranking officials that might be.
I mean, well, there's obviously Lynn and I who are diplomats from Vergat, but you've got
Oh,
plenty
yeah.
of people traveling
You're
to come to the
diplomats.
You're a
festival.
diplomat?
Representatives of the main temple in Vergat.
You
The head
didn't say
temple.
I
that.
don't say much about anything, really. Like you said, I don't say much about anything.
Well,
I
yes,
was always more of the talker.
Yes, I gathered that. Basically, as soon as we met.
Oh.
Wait, so you're a religious person that can cast magic, and also you're a What else can you do? That's a very impressive.
I don't think
I mean,
diplomat is a
theoretically speaking,
not a
I
skill,
also
it's more
would
of
be
a-
a diplomat.
title.
Oh.
I don't think diplomat is as rare as you think.
And
I will-
Ricochet is diplomat.
Oh.
You're a diplomat.
your sister kind of backs up. It's just like, I mean, not what's going to be that sister, but like technically, we're not diplomats.
No, I
And we
was.
should-
I,
We shouldn't say we are, and we shouldn't.
I meant I was trained as a diplomat.
More so,
True.
like, were you sent? You weren't sent by the city
Yes, I was.
to come here.
Yes.
But you haven't been there in like 200 years.
No.
No,
Oh my
Vergas, not Volvora.
Well, there's
Oh.
V's.
Yeah,
many
no.
V's.
Welcome to my world where I fucked up my life, and I'm like, yeah, no, let's put it both the same name.
Volvora is in the Elven capital.
Oh, that's where you're
Elven
from.
Yes,
Republic, yeah.
yes. Too many
that's
V's. I
where
got
I don't-
confused.
Where's Vergath?
Not there.
Where's
South,
Vergath?
southwest corner of the world.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys kind of like in the middle
Uh-huh.
where the names come.
me.
From. But yeah, so
Crossroads.
yeah,
Thought
so
you were
it's the
diplomats
Imperio.
for Bavora.
is
I
like
was like,
in like so the Yendran Empire, Imperio, Vergath. Then
Uh-huh.
it's Confederation of Dwarven States, the Draco Imperium, Elven Republic, Merchant Confederacy, Dawnkin Republic, Baradith, and the one I can't remember the name of because no one came from it.
You need to get yourself a map like how Holly.
I do have a map. It's just sitting over there where I can't reach it.
Bruh, get
Beautiful.
that shit out.
Um,
Later.
I think I got pretty good what it is. I think there's a picture of it. I can't remember the last name.
She'll be right.
But yeah, it should be fine.
Free State of the Seas.
Yep, there's Free State of the Seas, but that's Elven Republic, Free State of the Seas, and there's an island.
Yeah.
But I can't remember the name.
I.
Maybe that was Baradith. And the other that was Baradith, and then there was Damarin.
Mm.
Actually, no, Damarin's the island. Baradith is the state.
Lucky's
'cause
having a
marked
stroke.
from.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the one next to Dawnkin
I'm
Republic.
surprised you remembered. I mean, I suppose you did make it.
The capital of Damaran is Vivandi.
And the capital of Baradith.
You like your V's, man.
Why are all of the capitals
I don't know. I was in a mood. I
No.
fixed any of them.
It's underlying plot. If you don't understand it yet, you will later. Stop trying
Yeah,
to read
Yeah,
it.
it's like it's part of the
What's the
whole
evil god we're
creation of the
facing?
gods.
Tashama.
Oh, I thought it was Vanna. Never mind.
No, but don't worry. There's plenty.
Vashama.
There is
Vashama.
there is Verizon and Veriva.
Oh my god.
Why'd
my
you do that to
God.
yourself?
I don't know.
Why'd you do that to us?
It's okay. I did
He wants us to suffer.
kind of the same thing with my pantheon.
I was just in a mood. I'm just like, yeah, they sound pretty good names. Just fuck yeah.
See, you guys didn't have it so bad with mine.
Back then, I
that.
didn't have access to
time.
ChatGPT when I made this world.
I didn't have access to ChatGPT.
It's
At all.
all from the holy brain.
Yeah.
Ven would like to bring up his conversation with Sumner
Okay.
in this conversation. Thinking that the information will help. What? No, I mean I would like to
Oh.
slip it into the conversation.
No, I'm just.
Yeah, you're
Um,
also a diplomat for Vergath. Did you know that the capitals of everywhere have breaches of the violence?
That is very Mel though.
Yeah. But this is Van.
No, that'd be Ven.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh,
it is,
Ven
it
too.
is
Ven,
very
I wanna
Ven.
find it out, yeah.
Well,
Like
you
that's how
also
you
know.
No, it's very Mel.
Well,
with you.
because you're talking about being diplomats because of like
You
the
guys-
stuff that's going on with the festival,
Yes.
and you were wondering about the focal points of it all.
Yes.
Yeah, and more following off that, then we'll say like, well, I had a little bit of a talk to Sumner today.
The god.
Yes, the god.
Yes.
That's possible.
Yeah.
Yes, she was right there. I was talking to her.
She's
She was
about
just
to
there?
place.
Yeah, she was just. I walked into the temple and she was there, and I walked over and said hi.
Your god doesn't talk to
Yes,
you.
you don't. Your god doesn't come say hi.
Are all gods like?
It depends on the god. They've all got physical forms. I've actually got descriptions of all of them in my wilderness. You guys have read them.
We're the introvert temple. Our god is introvert.
Your god prioritizes independence in the belief that her
She's an
followers should
edgelord.
be.
Well, your god, I suppose, is that. But
Someone is the goddess of warm, fluffy feelings.
Somna seemed very stressed
About what?
about the festival and
So
what may happen.
Something is going to happen at the festival?
There have been, in Somna's words, an unusual number of breaches between this plane and the far reaches.
Far realm.
Far realm. Almost.
Oh.
Breaches from the reaches.
Breaches as in like those
Yes.
creatures that you hunt with the portals?
Yes, those ones. Potentially more spectators.
Oh, that's lovely.
Or
Breaches from
worse.
the Oh no, can we not fight those fuckers again?
Breaches from the
Oh.
breaches.
One was enough.
So there may potentially be quite a few at this festival. If that is the case. In terms of location, I didn't get that information. I just know that they were in the crossroads.
Yeah, like where we are.
Recently, in the crossroads. And on top of that, there have been some in other places as well.
Such as?
Vavora, to name one. That was my reaction as well. Although I felt as though I should probably warn a few people. One person.
A few people.
Not a few
One.
people. One person. And I forgot the name of the other city.
Aeondra.
Aeondra. And Aeondra.
Oh.
Well, shit.
Yes.
Indeed.
Well, shit, indeed. And on top of that,
Oh,
the gods
oh.
seem very stressed
Oh.
about the entire affair. Because it's not just the breaches.
Well, if you see, I'm getting a little tipsy now. Well, if you can see a god, then why don't you?
Do we have
Like-
our drinks?
Why don't you tell your god to just stop it?
Can I have that?
Oh.
I was getting to that. They have their own set of issues to deal with.
Can I just have a sip of the mango, please? I'll look at you deep in the eyes like, I have a headache.
Now, we can tell.
I'll see if I can
Yeah, you're
insight to
being
know what you mean by that.
Fuck
Okay.
off, pussy.
That's an 18.
You know.
Perhaps I could scan the area for any portals. Could
Uh,
you actually give us
yeah,
some
I-
intel?
That's great.
That's a great idea. That's
I'm
perfect,
honestly
actually.
surprised I didn't
I
think
was thinking that I was going to
That's
have to do some detect magic or another.
What's
Try
the
to
range
look
of your
around
portal
for
thing
it.
again?
A
mile?
I think a mile. But
How big is the crossroads?
I gotta find
Several miles?
detect portals.
Yeah, probably.
Within 1
Actually,
mile.
it's a large city. Is it just the presence of portals? Does it tell you where they are as well?
The portals-
the distance and direction to the closest planar portal within 1 mile.
But the portals are closed.
Are they
Aren't they?
open and closed? So it's
Like
summoning.
repeatedly?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, you make a
Um,
breach, something comes through, you close the breach.
Well, I suppose it wouldn't be a terrible idea to
Okay.
go to one of the temples near where the festival is going to take place and have a look around for some of those, but I thought it was necessary information for this conversation.
Thank you for that information.
That's actually really helpful. Yeah.
So, when are we telling the actual temples about this so, we can get guards and stuff?
I suppose as soon as possible. How late do the temples stay open?
They'll probably be in bed by now, but I'll talk to them in the morning, I guess.
What, even the Temple of the Moon, they don't stay open at night?
Yeah, but you don't want to disturb. You don't really want to disturb them in those prayer sessions. They get intense.
Oh.
The festival's like in a week or something?
Yeah, about 5 days.
They completely
We
misunderstands that
fine.
comment
What
because
do
he's drinking. They get intense. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh. Okay.
What are they camping?
Cheers. Are you mimicking me in this? In this?
It's a much easier.
Like thumbs up there. Yeah.
Agrichet's just mimicking Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been around them for like a week.
Indeed.
Good friends already.
My drinks have been stolen by them. And mixed together.
Wow.
I mean, I drank worse in before.
Your girlfriend's cool.
It's
We should keep her around.
Did I ever use
Does
some
Mel-
of those draft spirits that
Wait,
like,
does-
basically just
Oh.
taste?
No.
Then Mel drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I drink. Smoke is hard.
True.
We gotta
Your
keep-
girlfriend is sick.
We gotta keep her
Your
around.
girlfriend's
She's
sick.
cool.
Everyone loves my girlfriend more than me.
That's right. You should keep it.
True.
You wrote both of them.
Everyone loves the character I made more than the character that I made.
This
I
is a
disagree.
terrible day.
I disagree with that.
No, Lynn's awesome. I Ben goes back to drinking.
Yeah, so end of the world.
Your
but-
food comes out, so you get food.
Ben stabs
Okay,
us.
so be careful with it and just like pick up one piece at a time. And
Zeph is truly amazed at the sight of pizza.
be careful, you might spill some off.
Yeah, food comes out. You get your slice of lasagnes. and,
Lasagnes.
pizzas.
Is
I
that how
imagine
they
this is like a first as well for like pizza for
Is that how they pronounce lasagna?
Actually, no.
Lasagna?
I'm gonna say it's not a first for Shams to see like pizza because it seems something because it's simple, and I imagine that it would be something that you would have been eating. Probably not as fancy as this one, but you probably would have eaten something similar. It wouldn't have sauce and stuff. It would just be like bread with vegetables on top.
Man, they didn't have this shit in prison.
Please
This
stop!
is great.
Please stop eating this that fast. You might make yourself vomit.
No. I'm enjoying myself. You know what I like? You know what the only thing I had to eat in prison was?
What?
Fucking like biscuits and bread if we were lucky.
Okay, but that
delicious.
No, it's not delicious. This is delicious.
Biscuits and bread.
This is fantastic.
did you just leave prison and that's why you're so excited for regular food, or?
What, they didn't give you any jam?
No, just that. I got let out like. When did I get let out? Let out?
Couple weeks ago.
Oh, what?
I believe so, right?
Hello?
Because like you like worked a little bit, like after.
Yeah, no,
Mind,
I would have
this
seen I
is-
got my
this is
contact
new
while I was
information.
in
Yeah.
And I'm like, cool.
And then you
Finally
got,
something to do.
checks
I'm
out
out
there.
there.
maybe like a proving contract or
Totally
something like
checks
that. We like met him. in
I
person.
got out
Oh,
like.
yeah, I got out like a week ago.
No, God, it's been so long now.
Maybe you spent like maybe 1 or 2 months with like the crew before you were sent out for this mission. So
Yeah.
that's when you got your tats and stuff.
Yeah. Let's say it's been so long, like 8 months, 9 months ago, I think.
That's quite recent.
I was in there for a bit.
How long?
What? No, go back.
What?
What did you say?
What?
You were in there for a...
A bit.
A bit.
I thought you said you were in there for a bet. Jesus.
Hey.
How long is a
Yeah. How
bit?
long were you there for?
Roughly.
Depends how hard you commit, man.
Wait.
Commit to the bit.
Commit to the bit.
3.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
Insight?
He hasn't said anything.
No,
yet.
I'm deciding whether Zeph's deciding whether or not to actually tell you the truth or not.
Wait. Did you were you let out?
No.
Yeah.
Of course not.
Yeah. No. I think I remember that.
Of course not. I was in there for about.
Of course. not.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mm.
3 years.
3 years.
3.
Zeph,
Yes.
careful what you say aloud.
3 years. That better.
And did you complete your sentence?
Of course I did. I'm out, aren't I?
That's
Can I
not
roll
how prison
insight?
works.
You gonna roll an insight?
Yes, please. Can
Can I help?
No, you can't have it, sir.
I? 19.
Ooh, I don't even need a help.
15.
Okay, so obviously didn't complete his sentence.
Zeph looks like he's withholding information. Like it's not. What?
No, may more people roll insight.
Oh, yeah, you guys can. More people can roll insight.
Everyone roll insight right now.
But yeah, you get the feeling that Zeph's kind of holding back bits. It's like, I mean, like, maybe he was let out, but it's Zeph. You think he was actually let out? I mean,
Who's saying that?
that's
Just
like
Lockie,
let's
just
go,
giving
let's
me
go
info
the
on
inside
the,
check.
yeah.
This is the inside.
That was the insight check.
I was like, who knows about that?
Yeah, no, got let out. Oh, you know, from not necessarily on the best behavior, but on behavior enough. And, you know, now I'm just enjoying the free world. I'm just out here going about business, trying to make some friends and, you know, make some work. And I thought, well, hey, the Crossroads, that's a big place. I'll start there. And now look where we are. Very strange, fortunate events, I would say.
And if you don't mind
Fortunate?
me asking, what were you in prison for?
I stole someone else. I stole your drink and drank from it. I'll tell you that later. It's not really. That's not. I've
Can
said
I-
enough. None.
Can I do a persuasion check? Is that how that works in this scenario?
That's up to Connor whether or not persuasion checks he wants to work on Zeph, or whether or not it's more of a you have to actually do it through
Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah, that's not gonna
Okay.
work. That's not gonna work.
I don't press then.
We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it later.
Okay. It's only slightly concerning.
Hang on. Actually, do you want to hear what I learned today? There's some lizards.
What?
And they're stabbing people in the slums.
There's
Oh, God.
lizards Stabbing people?
Yeah.
Lizards.
What
Just
kind of lizard?
lizards?
I tell everybody what I have learned. Oh yeah, they wear like the fancy jewelry, and apparently they just go around the slums and go. Sit.
Stop.
This is actually happening.
I imagine like after seeing your behaviors, they put you on like the secluded table so there's no one else around you for you to disrupt.
Oh.
So like you guys are kind of hidden behind like a bush.
Yeah, Sham said that we knew something about the lizards.
What about them?
I don't know.
Oh, well, it's hard to be certain. But they do sound like the Neandrian type.
Oh.
And what does that mean?
Going around and stabbing people that don't like nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, it's very possible that they're a part of. What's it called? Give me a
Raiding
second.
Claw.
Ah, there it is. The Neandrian Secret Service. Didn't even use the name. Direct. Everyone who remembered it.
Damn.
I'm gonna write it in blue so that Leah knows, but Olin doesn't.
Yeah, it's very possible they're running some sort of operation. Hopefully they're not looking for me.
Why would they be looking for you?
You remember those figures that we couldn't see? I'm just saying it's a jump, but it might be them. Probably not. Probably not. I'll go back to eating pizza. Shut up.
Did escape from a slaving operation, so they might
And
be.
you think they might be here to bring you back?
Well, I don't think one slave's too concerning. I think they're more concerned about the operation as a whole.
Is
It's been-
Shams branded as a slave?
Big
Is
Nike
that something
logo.
they do?
In some way or another, with a chain or a tattoo or a marking of some kind.
I'm actually like wondering, like, would you like?
They try to brand my shell, but it just
Washed up.
Well, I imagine something like that where they branded you, but it was on like scales and stuff, and like over time they kind of came off and regrew, so the brand's kind of gone.
No, I mean, I wasn't
Yeah.
trying to. I
actually don't know.
literally only asking
That's
if you had
that's actually
already,
really interesting.
like, if
question.
you
That
don't,
is a
if
very
you've already
interesting
done it
Yeah.
prior.
It makes sense, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, because I would assume.
Well, actually, no, but they're lizard people. They would know the scales fall off because they do it as well.
They probably redo it every.
Oh yeah, maybe that. Maybe yours just faded a bit, come off with time and stuff.
Or they'd have to brand you in a place where you don't scale, like the tongue or...
That's. I mean,
Well,
you're
they-
right.
That's
but-
true, but fuck.
Maybe they put I'm gonna go with this one instead. They put like a golden clamp almost around your neck.
Is
like
it
a
still
man.
there?
No, I imagine they took it off when you were like when you escaped to like kind of get rid of the symbol. But I imagine that's how like they differentiate in the society. They wear like they put like it kind of like shows the opulence of the empire by having you guys wearing gold, but also it's kind of golden like kind of neck like clamp almost and around your
That's
wrist as well.
interesting.
That's kind of
This could explain how they fund the slave escape operations.
Anyways,
they take the plans up and then
gold.
sell the
are they
gold.
magical in some way? Or I probably wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know.
I mean, what if you like try to force it off? What happens? Like surely,
Murder.
Go
It's
ahead,
it's
Sid.
That's a great question.
decapitation.
like surely, I don't know. Okay, never mind.
I haven't figured that out yet.
Well,
Haven't.
I'm ready to respond to your question then. That's not in character.
It would. I mean, I'd.
Well,
I
just
feel like
that.
that's just gonna make Ben seem like more of a dickhead. Like, are you branded?
Wait, was that an in?
No,
in
no,
character
I'm not
question?
gonna make it an in-character
Okay,
question because that's
well then-
fucked up.
That's just something for us tonight.
What were we
That's
talking
cool.
about? The lizards. Oh yeah, so it might be wise to keep an eye out for any lizard folk. Well, I mean they're not hard to miss. They like to cover themselves in diamonds.
Perhaps it is a smart idea to go to the slums then, to have a look.
It might be worth investigating. I just gotta make sure that I'm not spotted. I mean,
What's the name of the turtle peoples again?
Turtle.
Turtle. That's so
Turtle.
easy.
Turtle.
it's not every day you see a turtle.
Turtle.
No, I don't suppose it is.
For us, literally, yes, it is.
Thank you,
Literally.
Crochet.
We do see you every day.
Hey, Sean, on the
Literally.
bright side, they can't stab you in the back, because... Shell.
Doesn't
That
stop
is-
'em
this
from
is-
trying.
This is so insensitive.
Oh.
Perhaps it
Alright,
is
I'm
a
learning.
smart idea to, if we
Sorry.
do go to... if we do go to investigate in the slums, perhaps it is a wise idea to disguise yourself in some way.
I think
I'm
that-
sure we have someone here who can
mustache.
perhaps find a disguise for you.
Would you
Can
be
you?
able to do that?
I think it's...
Crochet?
No, it's called
No,
disguise self.
disguise self is specifically for self.
Could
isn't it?
you, like, use an illusion of some sort though?
I could be your cape.
Aren't aren't illusions static?
Yeah.
Depends on...
Actually, it depends on the spell that you cast.
Yeah,
Depends on
so
the spell.
silent image is not static.
Oh yeah, yeah. You can do silent.
Or we could piggyback, and I could give you a bigger, like, head. You could be like a giraffe.
Melman cosplay. You fall off, the neck breaks.
Finally.
Yeah.
I'm sure we can work something out.
I'm sure we can do.
I could be a lizard and you could be a slave. That's probably.
Bit on the nose, don't you reckon, Crochet?
I'm just saying, we should...
We are trying to disguise the fact that he is a turtle. Why would we then?
Well,
Why would you traumatize him and make him a slave again?
because as long as they don't think that it's a problem turtle, you know? We're trying to disguise the fact that he's a problem, not that he's a turtle.
What is happening to your accent?
Hey, I do what I
It
fucking
changes
do.
sometimes.
Hey, I'm walking here.
You
I'm walking here, I'm talking here. It's
Mel
crazy.
sends like a
feel
message
like-
to you and just like with like this cantrip. It's just like, you're right. He is a bit strange. Unrealistic behaviors I expect is becoming a sunflower on the roof.
Well, we're about to have a long rest. I've got all my spell slots. So I'm ready to
Ruin another dining experience.
So,
Let's not do that.
Mel, what brings you to these parts of town?
I am.
We were from Fergat. Remember we spoke about that?
Yes.
Oh.
We're organizing the festival.
Festival. She's catering for the festival.
Shams don't know that. Shams
Yeah.
don't know that.
Shams doesn't know what catering is.
Yes, Shams doesn't know what Harry is, or probably wasn't present for either of those conversations.
I think Shams was.
Was Shams? Was Shams
Maybe
present?
not mentally present.
Not mentally
Stop.
present. That checks out.
Did you hear us before when we were talking about it, or did you end up missing the conversation? I'm happy to re-explain. Like, that's completely fine. I mean, that was genuine. Like,
Please do.
I am genuine about that. Like, I'm not being sarcastic in any way.
Please.
Yeah, so we were from Bergath, and me and Million were sent to help with the catering of the festival. I just had something I needed to do beforehand, and she got here earlier, and then we had our full thing, and that's why I was with you guys a little bit late. Does that help at all?
That's right. Thank you for the reminder.
That's alright.
Yes.
Ben is stabbing the sushi and eating it.
Does anyone here actually know how to, like, would your characters know how to use chopsticks?
No.
Fuck no.
I don't think any
I
of our
can't do it.
characters would. So no one even thinks what I'm doing is weird.
No, I know, and I'm
I
just
feel like
You
that's
do know?
disappointed.
more of a question for you.
Yeah.
Like, where
Yeah.
would they have?
Where would that be a
chopsticks?
thing? Because if I'm trained in formal etiquette and you'd say elves know, then
I'm gonna go with like another like complete like curveball. I reckon Charms knows how to use chopsticks because chopsticks are cheap.
Okay.
So if you're
True.
gonna give like I imagine I have like eating tools given to like slaves could make or something chopsticks.
Okay.
I'm
I'm
pretending I know how to
I'm
use
gonna say
them.
that Charms knows how to use them. But that's it.
That's cool.
I'm holding one like you would hold like a fork and like
One in each hand.
But like a knife and fork?
But yeah, like I'm trying to cut the sushi with one.
Oh, that would
You
be
know
so
you could
messy.
Technique there, Ben.
Uh,
Not seen that
what do you
one.
mean? This is how you use them.
All right.
It's not gonna help him. Just suffer.
Shams doesn't even like try and intervene.
I don't.
I keep
Shams
keep
is a
going
gentle giant, alright?
the way that I'm going. I don't stop.
You could ask for an extra knife to help you. I don't think that's cutting through it.
And the
very well.
meal came with these. I would like to use them.
This is completely up to you. I just thought maybe.
Am I doing something wrong?
I'm not 100% sure myself, but
Lucy seems like almost raise a finger, just like like looks at Flo, kind of look like any kind of reassurance for doing it.
Don't even try. Honestly,
Just takes the
I
hand.
think I'm having an aneurysm.
I quietly put the chopsticks down and use my hand.
I would like to kind of. I don't have anything to actually make it really quiet, but I'd like to kind of pull Lucia to the side for a second and just kind of make sure that it's as out of earshot of the rest of the table as possible. I'm assuming whoever's next to me would probably still be able to hear.
Lucia's character sheet. I was gonna say, does Lucia have any spells that could help with this? I'm like, no, I haven't done a character sheet yet.
Listen, I have been thinking about what you said about perhaps the crown's referring to Aondra. And based on the information that we got from Ven about the breaches in different capital cities, I'm wondering if perhaps my thinking was wrong in that the crowns here and the experiments that they list are different, is a different problem to the Tashama problem. I'm thinking that perhaps the breaches that are opened could maybe be Tashama, but the experiments, because they are less likely to produce, I'm assuming, a being from the far reaches. I'm assuming that they might be just a separate faction that is perhaps trying to link in with the Shama instead. And I'm wondering, obviously it requires a lot of magical power to hold open a breach, especially for something big to pass through. Do you have any idea exactly how much magic or power would be needed to do something like this?
Well, typically just to, go between planes, it requires a moderately powerful spellcaster. I don't imagine any of them are holding open gates for long periods of time. That takes an extraordinary amount of power to even open one, as well as an extraordinary amount of money. I don't imagine they're doing that. They would have to be extraordinarily well connected to even attempt that, as well as finding someone powerful enough to even do it, who is willing to go along and stay secret about it.
But theoretically speaking, it is possible.
It is
for
theoretically possible
if
to
Tashama wanted to pass through to our plane from the far realms.
to get through. I imagine to get through the divide, to like make a breach for someone that's being banished there by the gods themselves, would take an extraordinary amount of magic, like beyond what we've even managed to accomplish yet. I mean, it's possible with some of the new technology that's been developed across since before she was banished. I mean, maybe they might have found a way to supplement the magical requirements of the divine to break it, but still, it would take an incredible amount of power to even breach.
And I'm assuming we don't know anybody who would even come close.
I certainly don't. Even like the professors at the academy in Aondra, they wouldn't. I don't think any of them would do it. A, and then B, I don't think they're powerful enough. Like, they're good, don't get me wrong, but that kind of power?
Do you think if one had enough knowledge and was searching for knowledge, do you think that they would perhaps have the ability to learn over time how to get more power in order to open a breach? Because I think it is suspicious that a lot of the temples that have had these experiments in them, or that we have visited and found these letters at describing these experiments, have been relating to Avion. And we have encountered a lot of monsters and things, Nothics and the spectators, that I think would probably be relating more to knowledge than anything else. So if somebody were to research enough, do you think it would be possible to eventually get to that point?
I mean, research. I mean, that's how I get my magic and stuff, is through
And this is exactly what
research and studies.
I am
So
asking.
in theory, yes. One thing to note though is that some of that knowledge will turn you into a Nothic. So,
So perhaps somebody who was originally looking for
have.
this knowledge might have stumbled across the wrong knowledge.
they may be close. I can't say for sure though. I'm not experienced enough in planar travel. As I'm sure you're aware, the period doesn't put too much focus on that kind of stuff. It's more the military stuff. I can create, I'm more designed for offensive spells if anything, or and research work rather than planar stuff. I'm sure there are experts about this kind of topics. Maybe amongst the Temple of Avion here, you might find quite a few texts as well about that kind of stuff.
You say that you have been here for a week or so?
Yeah, about.
And have you met anyone in your time that you think is worth your while, perhaps?
Not particularly. Not, well, at least not magically. I've more been trying to get set up here. I'm trying to get a small apartment or something.
Do you plan to stay here in the Crossroads?
It's a good place to blend in. It's not ideal. I would, prefer a different place, but it's a good place to at least blend in whilst I try to figure out where I'm going next. I was thinking maybe Vergout. I feel they've got some pretty good academies there. They've obviously got the massive library. But I have to make my mind up before going anywhere.
Right, so you are sticking here for a while, though.
Just for a bit.
Something tells me that we might be hanging around here for a while as well. At
Judging
least
by
until
you-
we sort everything out.
I feel like your hands may be full for a bit. I'll help
Perhaps.
how I can with what I know, but
I would appreciate that, thank you. It is good to see you again, I was not sure I would.
honestly, it happened so quickly. I'm just now. It's kind of weird to grasp, kind of, being banished. Or not even really banished, but, having to flee your home.
It is not a pleasant thing, is it?
Yeah, no one. I mean, we certainly didn't expect, especially from where we came from. We were, like the highest, we were highborn there as well. Like, whatever we're digging in is gotta be serious to, banish descendants. What was the hero's name?
I think it's literally just Aeon.
Yeah, no, that's right. He was named after her. the banished descendants of Aondra herself.
This is what I'm thinking, and I think I'm not trying to guilt trip you or anything, but I think that it was a mistake to take our investigation to our mother.
I think I agree with you on that one. She's too in love and doesn't want to see any reform to the country.
Rose-colored glasses.
Hopefully, at least.
I'm not gonna ask at the table. Okay.
Yeah. Right. I imagine any other conversations you guys might have at the table. Or? So I imagine you guys finish up your meal.
Mm-hmm.
Got 25 gold pieces for it.
Ecrochet would like to
for the
also
lot or
steal.
each?
For the lot.
Oh, okay.
Oh, true. I did fucking. Are we gonna split the bill or is someone gonna pay for it? I bring this up. I'm like, so are we splitting the bill?
Hang on. 25 gold.
You're paying for all of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are you sure?
It's already done.
Zeph,
You're too kind.
you are a good friend.
I can't.
I'm like at this point a little bit tipsy.
Alright.
Oh, man. You're my guy. You're my guy. Hey, I just want to...
Cheers to that.
I don't have
Cheers to
anything to
that.
drink.
I'd
Oh.
like to add an extra tip of 3 gold on top.
Yeah.
So,
Could I
for their
mage
suffering.
hand Sham's drink?
Oh my god, stop stealing everyone's drink!
You're stealing my drink. Yeah,
Does
but like,
Ecrochet not
just
get
like,
affected by alcohol?
just like, oh no,
Actually's been stealing all our drinks
Like I
this
say,
entire
fuck.
time
That's what he's...
and
yeah, that's
mixing
what he's
them.
doing.
just like gesturing you to wait as he takes your drink.
I don't even think Sham's ordered a drink.
I think Sham just had like water or
Yeah.
something.
Probably,
Oh.
probably just water.
Never
Yeah.
mind.
Boy, it's
Look.
boring.
Look, I just wanted to treat everybody and just say, you know, it's been a really fucking weird ride at what we've been on, but hey, we're gonna get to the bottom of this weird stuff for sure. Together, I hope, because we weirdly enough seem to work well as a group, and I just
my
wanted
God.
to show my appreciation. That's all.
That was surprisingly nice.
That was surprisingly
I'm
nice.
trying, you know, I'm trying to act normal. It's not necessarily easy for me, but I'm trying.
I can see that you're trying, and I appreciate that.
You'll never be normal.
No.
What did it say?
You'll never be normal.
Ecrochet says,
I can see that you're not trying.
Next question. Where is everyone staying?
5 million.
Where do
Apartment.
we know?
So, Wade Anchor, where you guys were, had rooms. It's like a sailor's inn. The tavern you guys went to, was a traveler's inn, had rooms as well.
Where are they just?
Price-wise, are they similar or no?
Pretty similar.
Hmm.
One's designed more for like sailors
Well,
and stuff.
I would like to suggest...
The
I
Traveler's
mean-
Inn, that place was great. Let's go.
Well, I would like to suggest that we go to the Wade Anchor. And I know this is obviously quite predictable as I am a sailor, but also I think because Mel and Lynn are going to be in the same vicinity, it would make sense for all of us to stick together. So we would not want to be split over the Travelers Inn and the Wade Anchor.
I like this idea.
I'm in.
Yes, that
See, it
seems
is not so
very
bad to be a sailor, right?
Okay.
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind some rum for a nightcap.
when
Okay.
when Floy gets drunk, she starts singing like shanties.
Yes, he shanties.
Floyd doesn't need to be drunk.
Is Floy singing sea shanties on the way home?
In her
On the
head
way
all
to
the
the-
in her head all the
In
time.
the
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, so we're not gonna up it out. It's about time for a break, but we will take long rests. You will all level up. Break here.
The pizza was so good. It caused
that
me to
meal
laugh.
was so good.
That meal slapped.
All right. As of note, is cool. See you guys in the next part, I guess.
Let's go.